Welcome to Weggy's Bikers Bash number 2, and already we have some fantastic characters on the starting lineup. From my left to right, familiar face, Mr. Barry Sheen himself, Mr. B. Andy, how are you, buddy?
I'm good, thanks. Hi, buddy.
More like Mr. Bloody Sheen.
Mr.
Look at that glow he's got. It looks lovely with that suntan.
I thought you said Mr. Bean.
A bit of a tan.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah. Anyway, good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, and you go.
Next in the queue, and the starting group with his umbrella up, is Mr. Wyvern Biker himself, Keith. How are you,
Hello.
buddy?
I'm alright, thank you. Good to see everybody.
Oh yes. It's going to be an event and a half, isn't it? Well, it's going to be. I think it's probably going to be half an event, to be honest with you.
In event.
Okay, right. Moving swiftly along to position number 3 is the big man himself, the infamous biker, Kev. How are you, buddy?
What's going on, people? I'm good. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good. Yeah, we're rolling. Let me think. It's not Hepcat Harley, it's actually Rich. Hello, Rich, how are you? Oh, excuse me. Oh, hello. How are you?
Oh, good evening, Weggy. Very nice to be here this evening. How are you all? Weggy and the bollocks, as we.
You didn't put the big bollocks in there.
Weggy is unique in having 5 bollocks.
a complete outer line of fresh bollocks.
Are you with 5 bollocks? Is that...
Yeah.
If you need fresh bollocks, I am always willing to join in and talk some.
Absolutely. Good to see you, mate. And moving swiftly along, we have the man himself, Mr. Hunstanton, Mr. Skegness, Mr. Skeggy Cruiser.
How you doing, people? You well?
Alright.
Thank you.
Good, mate.
Good, marvellous to hear.
Uh,
How you diddling?
all right, mate. Yeah, good. Yeah.
Is your face calmed down, Skeggy?
My forehead, yeah.
It was a racing stripe, that was.
I never did like that two-tone shit.
I wish I'd removed that bandana. Yeah.
You ain't joking, mate, I tell you.
Comment of the week.
All it was we got halfway home and it's hot. And I just I forgot to take this off. I'm sweating gobs, and I took my bandana off, and Emma just went. I'm like, what? Oh no, not really.
Fantastic, mate. Anyway, moving along, finally at this present time, finally, but certainly not least, is Mr. Suffolk himself, Mr. Suffolk Andy.
Hello, boys and girls. I'll tell you what, the sheep fucking shaggers fucking vape and stuff I got in here is fucking lovely. It is.
I got to try some of that shit.
Selling like hotcakes at the moment, this is. Right, I'm selling more of this, I can't keep up with it.
You'll need it, Andy, to pay for new tyres.
Yeah.
Hey, behave yourself. Don't you start picking on me.
I'm not. I would never dare. Never dream of it. Do you name your bikes, Andy? You got these people who name the bikes.
No.
It's a good job because you'll be there going, well, I can't make it to the ride out this weekend because Tall Sally has a puncture. People could say that all the wrong way.
Very good. Yes. Yeah. Especially if you're into rubber.
I have no way to let off steam now.
No, it was 2, mate. That's why it wouldn't mend. That's why we couldn't mend it. That's why I had to have it picked up, and that cost me altogether to have it picked up, take to the place, mended, and put back on the road 66 quid.
Yes.
Not bad, really. To say they came out here.
They came out to me, and they came out to me within half an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. when we got there though, they were a bit worried if they got the size bloody inner tube, you know. So, but luckily they had. So yeah.
Scooter one up, all 50 if you blow it up enough. Oh, just gutted you weren't there, mate, and you had to miss out again.
Well, I was right behind you, and as soon as we pulled out, I knew something was going out. Same bad, isn't it? I was right behind that lad, I was. Let's say there's something about a man. Was it something about a boy's first sexual experience? You always look back with it with glee and joy. Except mine. My fucking ass hurt for a fucking month.
And she got a puncher.
All I noticed when I got home and watched it back, you was right up my arse and then you pulled out.
Yeah, I was on the rim. I pulled out rather quickly.
Hey, if you've got a hole in the rubber, you've got to take care.
No,
That's what I mean. I didn't want any little baby skeggies anywhere, did I? I've got enough children to pay for, mate.
I don't bear thinking about it.
Not really, mate.
Yeah. Now I understand in your latest video, Andy, you've just purchased a train ticket for your next meet.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to get my push bike out, I think, next time we play bike up there.
I'll tell you what a weekend, though. It really was. I mean, it's a cracking ride up there. No, I've been up to Sheringham and Cromer. I've never been as far as Hunt Stanton on that particular part of the coast. Fuck me, was that hot. Was that hot, man.
And weren't there a lot of cars as well?
Yeah,
18 miles of them.
I'll tell you what, Wiggy, we got a good 6 or 7 miles into it before it went again the second time. You know, it done well, really.
It did, mate. I was sort of quite surprised actually it went down, but obviously sort of hearing the fact that it was to do with the tyre weld. That's not hardly surprising, really. But the great thing was, as you said, the Cactus Twins sort of obviously straight away, mate, to come back with you.
We had actually quite a laugh. You know what I mean? Johnny and Jenny and that, and I think the older guy who was with him, is it Dave? He was a good old boy as well. So, and the good thing is, when we got to this C&A Superbikes, the guy who was there, he was an old racing guy.
All right.
He was heavily into his BSAs, because he took Johnny Cactus off to look at his little collection. And he was in 7th heaven, you know. Come round the back, Johnny, you know. Come and see what I've got to show you. Some puppies. We didn't see him for half an hour to an hour. But yeah, so he was happy. They had some nice bikes in there as well.
Yeah. I think you say, £66 when you're nearly 100 miles away from home, mate, it's sod all money, isn't it?
Yeah.
Be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
But, they're fantastic. We've obviously got plenty to talk about. Anyway, chaps, let's go to young Rich. Your ride out, mate.
What about it?
Superb, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a laugh.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a big chap on that bench at the end, isn't he?
Yeah, that's my uncle. Yeah, well, he's everybody's uncle, technically. Yeah, it's a monument to Jimmy. So you get up there and sit on his knee. It's very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good laugh actually.
Sit on your Uncle Jimmy's knee.
Yes, it was a good laugh. We had a good turnout, good ride around, about 130, 140 miles, something like that.
Yeah.
Everybody had chips, and I've got some videos I'm going to put out of it. I'm putting together a playlist of videos as well. Yeah. And the two lords, Hepcat and Hepcat Calm Witherington Smythe, finally had the duel, which is in video number 3. So you will see who lives and who dies.
Right. Is it all legit?
All legit, yeah. Oh.
I think you're probably giving it away because you were talking here live.
I know. That's
people keep confusing me. Although we look quite similar and sound quite similar, the difference between me and the Lord is I don't drink.
No.
You have to say though, Hepcat Harley doesn't appear to be on the panel this week, or any
Oh,
week.
yeah.
That's how badly shot he was.
So,
He's not even been able to appear in the past.
Are you saying he was shot to pieces?
I've shot him out of history. No, not me, obviously. Lord Hepcat, calm with him, this man. I shot him out of Actually, the longer this hangout goes on, the closer my voice may become.
Is that because you become very, very drunk?
That's right. Well, Kev came down the other week, so I bought a load of beer in because I thought, well, look at the size on him.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd get a load of beer in, 1 for me, 7 for him. He only had a couple, so I'm just left with all this stuff to drink. And he said something like that. Hey, I don't drink that warm shite. Something like that. Here I am with my Brax beer bitter. Can you put it in the fridge?
Not wrong with liking your beer cold.
Put bitter in the fridge, it's scandal.
I like bitter cold. Fuck off, Keith.
So do I.
Yeah, but Andy, you can get away with that because you're quite clearly Southern.
Yes. Eastern, actually.
Yeah, it's south of here, isn't it?
Right. Just moving swiftly over to the Q&A. What we got here? No'2 Big Kev. Good morning, chaps. Hello, Kev.
Morning, Kev.
Hi, mate.
G'day, mate.
Hope you're well.
Morning.
All right. Next on the biz is the Biz. Evening all. Hope you're all well. I don't know how Biz normally expresses himself, but normally it says, "Who the fuck?" Yeah, you know what.
I'm going to say a lot of expletives. How you doing, Bez?
At the same time, there's always a bit of laughter in the next week.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Hey. There she is. Cat herself, woman wolf rider. Good evening, guys. Get yourself on here, woman.
Hello, Cat.
Only if she doesn't say little old lady, because it gives me the shivers.
What have we got here? O2 Big Kev. Beer must be cold.
Well, he was an Aussie, and he's
Yes. Right. They don't know what beer is in Australia.
Yeah, they call beer lager. Lager's not beer.
No, lager's that. Well, that's.
Yes.
I'll pass it over to the Southerners on the panel to explain what it is. But essentially, it's stuff that Southerners drink.
Depends how southern you are. I mean, my tipple is Newcastle Brown, so.
Must be a bit of northern in your blood.
Yeah. I used to drink a lot of that.
Yeah,
but
well,
then I developed taste buds.
People.
I had a very bad experience. It was a mate of mine's 18th birthday. We was at sixth form college, and we went out to the local pub. And we'd been going there for a good year and a half, every other lunchtime. And the landlord says, "Oh, what are you celebrating?" I said, "Oh, it's his 18th." It's like you said he was 18 a year ago. None of us are 18. He's the first legal one. But we spent a good 2 or 3 hours there, and I was drinking snakebite. But it was weird. I don't know if anybody remembers. It was one of the ciders. There was a Strongbow Triple X or something.
Yeah.
Do you remember that one?
yeah.
Yeah, it was Strongbow Triple X and Newcastle Brown Ale to make me snake bites. And apparently after about 8 of them, I was really getting very good at pool, but I don't remember it. I was so affected by it that there were points where I thought I was at home, and I was wondering why there was a pool table in the room. But I still went back for my IT class in the afternoon, and got away with it somehow because the tutor there just thought I was ill. How the hell? She must have had literally no sense of smell.
He was playing pool with you, mate. That's
Halfway through, I just went, "I'm off." Off I went. But, yeah, and after that, I kind of gave up on Newcastle Brown Ale.
That's I think it's something about the ingredients have changed over the years that don't.
It's not the same.
No, it's not the same stuff. No.
I had it at nightclub, and I tried some the other week, and I hadn't had it for years, and I just thought it seemed a bit runnier and not so tasteful.
Well, there's talk about they're changing the the colouring,
Mm.
and there was a big sort of stink kicked up about it, purely for the fact that all them years has been brewed in the traditional sense, and now they're kicking up noise because of a certain colour that's used in the making of it.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Definitely not the same.
I'm just going to switch back to the Q&A quickly. What the fuck was that?
I'm going to say, oil that doorway there, sir.
Right.
Sounded like somebody coming out of a coffin.
I was surprised I heard it with these on.
Yeah. Anyway, hi chaps, how are you all? It's nice to see you back, Andy, from Mr. Highwayman. Hello, mate.
Hi, buddy.
Don't worry.
Next, another message from 08 Ride. Yay! Hello, everyone, and welcome back, Andy. Hope you had a great holiday.
Cheers. Awesome holiday. Needed it.
And here he is. He's still alive. Ah, there you are. Good evening, Cat Holly.
Ah, so that says something then. So maybe,
So no one died.
maybe the Lord died.
You're using blanks.
That's another story.
Yeah. And finally on the Q&A at the moment. Evening all from Bimble Boy Blue. Happy days. Right. Right. Anyone else got any news?
News.
Oh dear. See, now what you done?
Oh, I'll tell you something that's funny news. When I just got back yesterday, well, like the night before yesterday, but today, I can't remember what it is now. You know, I did that time lapse of the plant thing just as an experiment. I went out and did a vlog, and I didn't change the setting on the camera, so I had about a 7-second video of me on the bike. I was like, oh, that's a great vlog. Try that again. There you go. That was my news.
So you record a whole vlog in time lapse?
Yeah, there's no sound, obviously. There's lots of pictures. Like,
Is it on the
that's
booster?
it. Like, well, I can't use that, can I?
Is it on the booster or the MTR9?
Booster.
Oh, you see on the booster, just voice over it and say that's how fast it is.
Be a fast one. Right, welcome to the thank you.
That fast, the frames can't keep up with it.
Let's have a look.
Anybody had any experience of old BMWs? Especially Pete Walter's not here. The old K100 RS.
No.
Not in the slightest.
Never had a BMW in my life.
No.
Not me.
Me neither.
I just don't like that engine. I know how to, I always look at it and think that was designed in a war.
Yeah.
And it's stick out the side, that's ugly, and they might go on forever, but they just remind me of some fucking German stormtroopers bloody, they do, don't they? Look like bloody German stormtroopers bloody motorbike, don't they? Horrible.
The trouble,
Ugly.
I suppose when you say, when you looked at BMWs, even when you were a kid, you thought, why have they made an engine so fucking ugly? And yet these things, if they're looked after, just go on and on and on and on and on, don't they?
Yeah.
Is it a boxer or something?
Yeah, the Boxer, yeah.
Boxer engine,
Yeah.
1985 was the first K-series. I don't know about the Boxer engine when that came out.
1942.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Mm.
Anybody ever put a wankle into a motorbike? Because I bought one just so I could say
There's plenty of them.
There is actually.
Probably well of them.
There is the Van Veen, which has got the is it 1200 wankle engine.
I just want that. That's going to be my. I'm going to get rid of the Z750R and buy that. I don't even care what it's like. I don't care how it rides. Don't care about reliability. I'm just going to get that and set up a second channel. Wankle on a wankle.
Oh, you basically wonder why someone called it a stupid name like a wankel engine, you know?
What little wanker's going to buy this?
Well, I mean, I think the other rotary engine was a Suzuki RE5, wasn't it, back in the 70s?
I remember that one.
Yeah.
Weren't very popular though, was it?
No, they probably sold about 3 of them, didn't
Didn't they put it in a British sports bike as well, and that slaughtered everybody for a while?
Yeah, that was, yeah. Razor Vices.
Yeah, I remember that. Couldn't turn the bloody thing, but in a straight line, that was horrific.
That's funny we were talking about that. I mean, that's when the old Japanese used to catch up on it on the corners.
Yeah, yeah.
And at the end of it, they all crossed the line at the same time, didn't they? Oh, shit, yeah. Not a great idea that failed. Yeah. Anyway, Rich, have you any more news on your purchase, shall we say? I'm not going to give any more details.
I'm not telling anybody what it is.
No.
Whatever.
Never. I'm going to angle my camera upwards when I go out vlogging. Yes, I'm on a bike. I'm not telling you what it is.
He's probably going to go for a wankle.
Well, I'll turn the camera off. No, I'm getting on Tuesday. I'm excited.
It's Tuesday, mate, is it?
Tuesday, yeah.
Bloody hell, yeah.
Don't try and travel fast once you're in your 40s.
No
I'll be dead soon. I keep telling Lisa that, and she has a little smile on her face.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Registration.
I know what you're saying.
Sorry, Andy?
Is Tuesday a new registration?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, 1st September.
Yeah.
I was, I really wanted to just buy it and take it out of the showroom there and then, but yeah, I'm waiting for. There are some parts coming for it that won't arrive in this country, and I'm not saying where from until until the oh damn, you got me one until the 16th. So I've got 15 days in which to rack up 600 miles so I can do the first service.
I'm
at
sure
the same time as getting the parts fitted.
16 days isn't bad for a China delivery. So.
Yeah, but it was ordered about a month ago.
Right.
The thing is, if it's a large cylinder capacity bike, Richard, you'll find that running it in will be a breeze because, for example, the Hayabusa, I can't remember if it was 105 or 115, was 4,500 revs in 6. So you're not going to have any issue clocking up the miles.
Well, I'm not going to give any clues really, but it certainly can break the national speed limit in first gear.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it goes well.
Groms could go that fast.
Oh hell, I.
It's a silly Scappy racer.
I don't know why RJ got one now.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a
Shit,
Grom
I
with me
give
on
your
it.
secret away. Sorry, Rich. Sorry.
No, it's all right. When I'm on it, it looks like one of them BMW off-roaders.
See, I get on one of them BMW off-roaders and looks like a Grom.
Looks like you got something wedged between your arse cheeks.
Oh, shit. Right. God. Tell you what, I'm thirsty tonight, and I haven't got any alcohol, so I'm drinking this stuff and this.
Oh.
What's making you thirsty, mate?
I'll tell you what, I never thought I'd like blueberry juice, but it's alright. It's fresh.
Well, that's what we've got.
I'll stick with my Hobgoblin.
Yeah, stick with me Cronenberg.
So I'll tell you what, I had a night in a pissy other night. We took a missus out, we went to family do, and I was on just pints and pints of Spitfire. I'll tell you what, that's lovely. I really do enjoy
That's
it.
my favourite beer, mate.
Lovely
That's
stuff,
lovely.
isn't it?
Yeah, I'd have it in my club if I could.
Yeah. This was up a Rushmere Golf Club, Andy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I don't care how much it was. I didn't really care to be honest with you. I'll probably knock back about 9-10 pints, and I'll tell you what, it just slid down beautifully, mate. Lovely, yeah. Anyway, just quickly on the old Q&A, we have a question or a point to be made from 08 Ride. Fellow bloggers, CB500X is eating 500 millilitres of oil every 500 miles.
A lot.
Honda says it's within limits, which sounds a load of bollocks, which I'd say it is. But what can cause such large oil consumption? No end-can expulsion, that might be classed as a maintenance issue. Lads?
Well, normally that much, I'd have said it's seeping through rings, but
Yeah, piston rings.
Yeah.
500 milliliters. I think 500 mils, 500 milliliters in
Half a litre.
500 miles.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous.
If you give the inside of the exhaust, where the exhaust gases come out, give it wipe round in there. If it's quite oily, then I'd say rings. and check the plugs as well. Oh no, double checking the plugs. But yeah,
pays him to check his water. Is that water cooled or air cooled?
CB500 water cooled, isn't it?
Water cooled, isn't it?
He ought to check his water as well to see if there's any oil in his water.
yeah. If he's got like a white stuff in his water,
Yeah.
then that
It's like slimy white stuff.
We're still talking about bikes.
Yes, we are. I was trying not to go there.
I was wondering what 08 Ride might have been doing through his exhaust pipe or whatever.
Do bikes have a cylinder head gasket then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same as a car, so they can go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely, mate. Yeah. Trying to think. I've not had that many water-cooled motorcycles, to be honest with you. I've never had a head gasket die. I don't know if any of you lads have had
No,
beforehand.
It's very unlikely. It's more likely to be rings, but
Yeah.
Say rings.
Yeah. But, definitely worth just checking taking the oil plug out and just having a look at the top and check to see whether you've got any emulsification in there. You know, the white gudgy shape that's up the top of the crankcase there.
is it an I-miler bike, do we know?
It's quite a new bike, isn't it? 'Cause they only started in 2013.
Did it?
Bloody hell.
I'm not quite sure as to what bike it is then. A CX5. I mean,
CB500X. I'll get you a picture.
Maybe it didn't. Maybe it weren't running properly when.
I'll take it that's a parallel twin then, rather than the old CX type engine, the water cooled big twin.
Yeah, it's because I mean the old CX engine was a sideways twin.
Sideways twin.
Yeah, bloody good engine though, were.
Christ, mate, I used them around London for many years. The carrier bikes.
Cracking engine.
Yeah. Oh, Eddie's still got one, hasn't he?
I've still got one. Yeah.
He's selling it me for a pint of beer.
And I know from
And he needs an MOT and a battery, and that'll let it go.
yeah, I know for a fact. Speaking to Johnny, the weekend mate, when I mentioned that bike, because I don't know, did you mention it to him at all, Eddie?
No, I mentioned it to him what I wanted to do to it, and he said yeah, and he said if you want any help with it, I'll give you help.
They seem really keen as a project, mate. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I know he does. Yeah.
That's the same bike as Captain Cranky's got, isn't it?
It's CB500, but with an adventure-ish style, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah, it just looks similar to Captain Cranky's bike.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't know how to answer it, but none of my bikes have ever used any oil at all.
Yeah.
No.
Very minimal.
Interesting enough, I've just done a search for CB500X, and I've seen Honda recall CB500 over oil leak.
Oh.
Honda Australia has voluntarily recalled its CB500 models to check for oil leaks.
Ah. So therefore they know there's an eye usage.
It's owners of all the ones that have been made in Thailand.
Ah.
So interesting. Maybe it's a Thailand one.
So it's not good to think you could have an oil leak. Oil leak on a bike's never good, is it? When it's dripping out that fast, it's potentially going onto your back tyre.
Yeah, it might be blowing out the breather pipe, which is like the opposite of what Tosh is mentioning questions.
Yeah.
It might be blowing oil out of the breather pipe from the crankcase. That's where it's going.
Well, so that's surprising. That's a new bike, isn't it?
You'd have thought Honda, the garage would have checked that.
Yeah. I'll just look at it. Tosh is pushing oil through the oil rings back through to the chamber. Possibly. Well, anyway, Tosh obviously cannot get on here tonight. You reckon he's got a dodgy PC? Yeah. Hi guys, can't get on, so I'm on the side.
Says here the recall notice is due to an incorrect procedure during manufacture of the rocker arm shaft sealing bolt, which can come loose, causing oil to leak.
All right.
2013 recalls.
Yeah. If the oil leak is undetected or repaired, loss of engine oil could cause engine failure or seizure, which would be nice.
Bet that'll be fun, mate.
Yeah, if you don't fill up the oil.
I don't know, whoever it is who's asked the question, just screenshot this thing now, because it's got all of the serial numbers, and he can check his serial number against this set of serial numbers it's been recalled.
Yeah, that's 08 Ride, mate, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's at the top here. It says, "Cheers, guys. I'll let him know I'm interested because it's my bike too." And Captain Cranky's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the date of that recall, Richard?
It's
It was
2013.
2014.
Wow.
The recall. 15th of February 2014 was the article. I don't know about when the recall itself was.
Well, it says on there 2013 recalls, don't it? Something about it there, look. Read about 2013 recalls.
I think that's just a link to general recalls.
Do you know, that reminds me of the video I did maybe 2 years ago now, where it's absolutely free to ring up customer service whenever you get a bike and just see if there's any recalls outstanding on it. You just give them the VIN number, and you know, I do that every time I get a bike just to make sure there's nothing left that can be done for free.
Yeah.
So there you go, it's a good example.
Yeah. I've never actually seen that bike before, to be honest with you. I mean, it looks very, like you say, the adventure style type of machine, doesn't it?
It does.
I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, Keith, you're back.
Yes, mate. I am.
It's nice for you to have your motorcycle back on the road after your light problems, I believe.
Amazing. I tell you what, I've never ran so quick in all my life to get that bike back. I said to my daughter, "You wait here. Dad, I'll only be an hour. I'm going to pop on the bus and get into town." I waited at the bus stop. She came out, "Dad, I've changed my mind. I'll come with you." I said, "You can't. You can't come with me. I'm going to get my bike myself. Don't worry about it." So yeah, I dashed down on Saturday afternoon. Managed to pick the bike up before he closed, and yeah, I was really pleased. I didn't tell Richard, just in case, sod's law. I woke up in the morning on Sunday, and there was another bloody problem. I couldn't go again because I thought I hate to let him down again. So I kind of kept stum with it. So, but yeah, it was nice to get on one of the two rides. I just bit sad I couldn't do Saturday as well, but you know, I couldn't do anything about it really.
No. It's just, you know, you use your bike in all weathers, mate, anyway, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
Which,
I think
it doesn't surprise me the fact that you've, you know, from what you said about the mechanic, you took all the connectors apart.
Yeah.
You know, and you obviously, you know, with any bike, you use them all year round and weathers and stuff. Certain parts are going to get corroded.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good thing about connectors and anything like that is to occasionally pull them all apart and just clean them up and then put them back together again. You know?
Well, he's done them all for me. I mean, to be fair to him, I mean, he thought he'd cracked it last time, but it obviously went again. But he'd had it for 3 days. He says, "You've never seen that SV in the amount of bits it was in," and he spent 3 days on it, and he charged me nothing at all. So, you know, I thought that's not too bad. You know, he could have charged me labour at least, but no, he insisted. He says, "No, just take it away." He says, "Let me know how you get on." It's just hopefully, cross fingers, he should be all right now. So I thought that was quite good of him, really.
Yeah.
So it's not the same guy who did your repairs before.
No, because he would have had it for 3 days and done nothing with it.
Yeah.
No, this guy's all right. He's a bit of a diamond, really. This bloke.
Sounds like it.
Also,
Yeah,
give him a mention.
Just never back to Tosh. Jesus, Skeggy, you're looking good, mate. Holiday?
One Stanton. All over the place, one Stanton, I think.
And also we have Bun Spots Netter, who's been putting some right shit videos up of late, I must admit.
Not all back.
Don't beat about the bush, mate.
I think he'll probably admit to it himself. I don't know if you've seen his last one, My Summer House, ha ha ha. You seen that one?
Yeah.
That's top, wasn't it? I watched that for about 3 seconds, I'll tell you what. It says here, in 1951, NSU, well, we all owned NSU, Quickleys and all that sort of thing, haven't we? In NSU, I'll tell you, who just moved there? Hold on. NSU Motoren Work AG in Germany began development of the engine, with 2 engines being developed. The first, the DKM motor, was developed by the engineer Felix Wegel, sorry. And from that on, I think they all got together and
wanked.
Well, they did, and also they formed the Rotary Club, didn't they?
What were Richie playing about then? He had a photo of some special needs chap up, look.
Yeah, isn't he?
Oh, so rude, Skeggy.
I put it out in the blue bus.
I always say anybody's welcome.
Yeah, here in the community, even Winderlickers.
Lovely chap he was.
They gave me an ice cream to stop me licking the whip though.
About the bloke down there is looking for an ice cream.
What you don't realise is that's actually a video.
Yeah.
He stood there until it melted.
Oh shit! Bibble Boy Blue says, I think Felix Wangle went blind in the end. Did he? That's obviously stopped production, didn't it?
It got 99, forgot to change hands.
And another one from Tosh38, 63, whatever he is. What do the panel think? The big sports tourers that are quicker than mine. Sorry, mate. The tourers are really just overweighted sports bikes. Yeah. So I'll say that again. What do the panel think to big sports tourers that are really just overweighted sports bikes? I think they're fucking fantastic, mate. I'd have all of them. To be honest with you.
I wouldn't say they were overweighted sports bikes. They're totally different to a sports bike.
Yeah. Depends on what sort of bike you're on about, Tosh, doesn't it?
Mm.
Well, I suppose they would class a booster like Andy's as a sport tourer, I suppose.
Yeah.
Mine says that is definitely a sports tourer.
Same as same as ZX12. I mean, let's be honest with you, it was produced to be on par with the Hayabusa, but you could never class it as an R1, could you? It's certainly never a bike that was produced to go around a racetrack, beating the things like R1s and GSXRs. Never.
No.
So I'd go even something like a Yamaha Thunder Race. It's a sports tourer.
I think the difference is between a sports tourer and a sports bike is a sports tourer lasts longer.
Yeah, and a sports bike
it's
works.
a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. Let's be honest with you. I mean, I've never. Although Andy said, and I suppose we're all part of the same ilk here. I mean, how many of us would last too many miles, say for on a meat riding something like a GSXR or an R1? I mean, people do, obviously, but I don't think I'd travel up the hunt stand and back, leant right over the fucking headlamp and God knows what,
I've been out riding with sports bikes before, and they sort of stop every 40 miles.
Yeah.
Like, just stretch my legs.
Yeah.
Risks are killing you.
I think the thing I found is, I think that's obviously an age thing as well. The more weight you put on your wrists on the handlebars that are sort of more clip-on type, obviously you end up with pins and needles and cramps and all sorts of things like that. It makes the whole ride uncomfortable and not too pleasant, doesn't it?
Yeah, but
it gets you in the back of the neck as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every hour anyway, just to empty his colostomy bag.
Yeah.
And then you have to fit even Hayabusa you have to fit a double bubble, because if you don't you'll get a neck ache.
Yeah.
Because they designed it for riding in the tuck position, but you don't want to do that when you're on a long tour, do you?
No. I mean there's a lot to be said, for these. I mean I made a point to I forgot his goddamn fucking name there. Kev. I'll tell you what, Kev. He was talking about his Tiger. Now, and we did the video and the things that we spoke about were obviously along the fact that he was saying it might not be the most popular choice of motorcycle, right? But he was saying that. What was the comment you made? Comparing it to your Shiver and the Tiger.
It was something along the lines of, the adventure bikes like the Tiger and the big Beamers and stuff like that. They've got this thing about them, haven't they, that they're like granddad bikes and they haven't really got much street cred really. Whereas the Shiver was a good looking bike.
What do I say to you? I say, what good is street cred, mate, when it's parked up on the side of the road or it's in a garage?
Exactly right, mate. Exactly right. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I do look at it sometimes, and it's not as pretty as other bikes. But as soon as I get on it, I just have so much fun on it, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
I've never looked at any bike as being a grandad bike unless it's been literally a British classic that somebody's turned up on and it's been dead box standard.
Yeah.
I
mean, people used to say that. People, in the days when. The CX500 come out, because there was classier looking bikes and there was faster bikes and there was the RD400s and so on and so forth. Well, I'll tell you what, there was a reason why the CX500 is still knocking about as it is. Has become a bit of a classic, is because it was such a bloody good bike in the first place. The fact that obviously nowadays is quite a bit different, but the fact they used CX500s for years and years and years and years for courier work in London, you know,
Yeah,
it speaks for itself, doesn't it?
even after that, how many CX500s got turned into trikes?
Exactly.
You know, loads and loads of them. I mean, mates of mine that had a CX500 way after anybody wanted one because there were better bikes around. They've advertised it as, you know, sort of, you know, trike conversion and things like that. Sold it immediately.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've seen the price of them as well, Skiggy. I looked on eBay the other day, and some of them are hitting a hell of a price. You know,
One on there, somebody's asking 2,300 for it. I thought, well, good luck, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saying that, I'd rather pay 2,300 for one of them than I would 2,750 for CB100N, mate. To be honest with you.
Well, yeah, there is that.
You know what I'm saying?
There is. Yeah.
Just a quick message from Kat here, woman wolf rider. What does the panel think about BBC News mentioning Becky Ellis just because she crashed rather than all her records she has broken? Yeah, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, she crashed.
I didn't know she crashed.
Yeah.
Why is she not in the panel?
Yeah,
Becky Ellis. She had
Oh,
a crash.
God.
yeah,
We're not
Becky.
worthy.
Tosh23, who the hell is Becky Ellis?
Becky Ellis is renowned for doing high speed runs on a Hayabusa, and she's in the top 10 riders in the world to ride a bike at over 260 miles an hour.
Oh yeah, she's not. She's only in her 40s, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
She
Her
can't be
husband,
honest.
her husband used to work for Kawasaki, I think, or Suzuki, one of the two. I know she's got a Hayabusa, obviously, but he was a fully fledged mechanic, and he does all the spanner work, doesn't he?
He
Right,
does.
on the Abuser.
Yeah.
When did she crash then?
Trying to beat the new trying to beat a record.
What,
I think
really?
she broke some ribs, one or two other bones and stuff, but she reckons she's just a bit sore, and she'll be back to break it next time.
Oh, right.
That's the main thing.
To be fair, the sort of speed she's doing, if she's only broke a few ribs and things like that, she's extremely.
Yeah, I think she broke her wrist. I don't know about her leg, but I did read it. I can't remember now.
I think we spoke to Andy about this before. And I think I can't remember the motorcycle show that Henry, whatever his name is. He did a video of her about 5-6 months back.
He did.
And I'd never actually sort of seen or heard of the woman before, but Jesus Christ, mate, I'll tell you what, she's a brave girl.
It takes balls to ride it. Well, it doesn't actually take balls to ride it.
Most ironic statements ever.
Obviously, Kat has returned with a reply, the world's fastest woman on a bike.
Yeah.
Okay, Kat, come and join us, Kat, will you? Right, we've already answered Tosh's question. Why can't you get on here tonight, Tosh? You keep blaming your PC and your broadband and your syphilis and God knows what else, but you know, try and go on here, dude. We've been sitting here for a while.
And the good news as well, Jenny Tidmouth actually finished the race for once last Saturday in BSB. She actually came in last, but she finished. She's usually a lot more girl.
There you go.
She actually got round, and she didn't get lapped either, I don't think.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good going.
Yeah. Tosh23, she's not as quick as Mr. B on Abuser in traffic in the real world.
Yeah, but because that's the thing, eh?
Yeah.
But, no, seriously, mate. I've ridden my bus, my black stealth one in France, at 200 miles an hour, flat out, and I tell you what, it's fucking scary. Everything happens so quickly. You just know if anything was to happen at any point, you couldn't do anything about it. So I can't even imagine 260 plus.
Yeah, I haven't done anywhere near that sort of speed on the ZX yet. It's purely for fact. There's nowhere I've been to do it really. Certainly not on public roads, that's for sure. So I'm hoping, because that's my dare I say, that's my 50th next year. And I'm hoping. Well, your missus said to me, "Would you like a party?" I said, "No, I'm not interested in that. You know, food, beers, and we'll go for a meal or something." But what I would like is probably possibly a tractor or something. So fingers crossed. Nearer the time, I'll let you know.
Don't worry, Weggy, your 250 is not as bad as I think.
No. Oh, I'm bothered, mate.
Especially if you've got a band memory like me. It's fine.
Well, you already sussed that. Hell, I nearly forgot I was on it tonight, to be honest with you. Oh, Cat can't get on.
Oh.
It's a shame.
Shame, yeah. Lovely lady. Nice to meet her, and the very nice little old Bex.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very, very nice young lady to talk to.
She is.
And everybody, that was a fantastic event, Skeggy. I'll tell you, it was a pleasure to meet yourself and everything that went along with it. It's just a shame, obviously, that Andy couldn't make it. You know, through obvious
I
reasons.
met everybody.
No, mate. Actually,
Yeah.
yeah, he did. And
I'll give Skeggy a big Suffolk Andy hug in front of his missus as well.
That's it, and then I stuck a nail in his die.
probably a McDonald's chip.
Yeah.
It could have possibly been.
Yeah, that was a great day, mate. And I say, Hunstanton's a fantastic place, isn't it? I've never been up that far, and it was just a lovely day, mate. Fucking hot in that chip shop, though, wasn't it? Jesus Christ, man.
Unbelievable.
And I thought they completely pissed it up. I mean, piss up in a brewery, sort of, within the chip shop business is not good, especially when you're probably hitting about 40 odd degrees in that chippy. I think we're in the queue for about a quarter of an hour, 20 minutes.
We took a temperature measurement when we first got there.
Yeah.
And on the seafront it was 33 degrees.
Yeah, so
And it just continued to get hotter and hotter. I'm like, this is fucking unreal, this is.
I know. Yeah. I can see you going red, but I didn't say nothing.
Yeah, thanks. I'm just pleased I didn't keep them wraparound sunglasses on all day. Fucking bandit.
No, exactly. I mean, I'll tell you what though. I'm gonna, a little bit later on, just sort of express what you shouldn't do. What is something that I did, obviously,
What you should
on that particular day, and basically what it was, I'd been up since 1:30 on Friday, and I promised Skeggy and everybody else I was going to go up, and I weren't going to miss this for the world. And I worked a night shift, which was a night shift from hell. It really was. That was a real shit night, and we managed to get it done by 6 o'clock in the morning. Went home, had a quick cup of coffee, had a shower, spoke to my wife for an hour, and then I was meeting up with Jeff to meet up with Johnny Cactus and Jenny for the run up to Hunstanton. Brilliant day, but as Skeggy will tell you, I did start to feel a bit, especially with the heat as well, started to flag. Twitching and God knows what, and it was tiring towards the end of the day. And it got to the point where we're nearly there for time, where I didn't leave early.
I offered you a tank fill for a journey home.
Fucking hell, mate, I tell you. But the point being was on the way home, and you go for them roads, the coastal roads. I went. I can't remember if I went there, but I took myself down to Christ, I can't remember now. But the actual trip itself was quite a bimble through the country roads, as you'd imagine, and I could feel myself really sort of starting to close up and shut down a bit, and it was becoming a bit of a struggle, and I was starting to get a skull ache to concentrate. And so I pulled over after half an hour, three-quarters of an hour. Stopped off for about half an hour for a drink, got some fresh air in my lungs again, and wrapped up, and then I gave it another half an hour, and I felt I needed to do it again. So I stopped off 3 times on the way back.
It was about 33 hours awake by then, wasn't it?
That was, mate, yeah, 33 hours, and to be quite honest with you, it was a fantastic boat. I'd never, ever recommend to anybody ever attempting that. And it got to a point, I'm going to be quite honest with you, where I could literally have fallen asleep on the bike. And there was no two ways about it. I had to pull over. And I had to pull over until such time as I felt good enough to continue. And it was only until such time as I hit the dual carriageway when I could get some speed up that I sort of get some blood flowing again.
Yeah.
But
I've nodded on a bike before.
Oh shit, man! I tell you.
Yeah, I've actually nodded on a bike before. You know when you have that quick. What?
Yeah. Nice, mate.
Yeah.
Don't bear thinking about it, mate. Do it really. I mean,
that was absolutely. Go on, Keith.
Okay.
No, you finish.
No, I was just about to say that was after a stupid sort of 36 hours of work.
Yeah.
I'd worked a 12-hour shift. The gaffer came round, sort of pleading for somebody to stay on and do the next shift because somebody let him down. So I said, oh, go on then. Only young. And I sort of settled down into it, did that shift. 7 o'clock following morning comes and I start getting me boiler suit off and starts getting ready to go home up bike. And where are you going? So I'm going home. He says, you can't go home now. If you go home now, I'm going to have to get somebody else in to cover your shift.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're taking the piss. So I stayed for another 12 hours. I worked for 36 hours and then rode home. And luckily, I only had four miles to ride home, but it were an airy 4 miles, I tell you.
Yeah.
I went riding outside of Sutton, Leslie Mansfield, and all of a sudden I heard myself go.
You can't go tired on a bike. That's you
No.
just can't do it. It's too dangerous.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy, man. If you've been in a position when you're really, really, really tired. You say, for instance, you're sitting on a settee with a missus watching a film, and there's not much you can do to stay awake, and you're really struggling.
Every night.
Yeah, every
Better talk to her.
Familiar, mate, familiar. But it got to the point where I thought, Jesus Christ, man, this is really crazy. So you did the right thing and pull over, because it's not just your fucking life you're pissball about with us. It's everything else that goes with it.
I'll tell you what, Wiggy. I'll tell you what I done on the way back. I stopped in again at this place called Stag Park in the woods.
Yeah.
And pulled up the bike. I thought I have a vape, and they had these wooden posts they put in the ground to show you where the road was, side of the road.
Yeah.
So I thought, if I can sit on one of them and have a vape. Bad fucking thing. I sat on it and that was as rotten as a pear. I smelled it at the bottom. I fell straight on me fucking back in front of all these fucking picnickers. They're all fucking looking. I felt a right knob, I tell you. This sun just die up. Yeah, it was as rotten as a pear. Just went.
I know exactly.
Me back.
I know exactly where you mean as well, because we go there on his holidays with caravan, like. And I've put my foot up on them posts before to tell me later, and the bloody things just give away.
Yeah.
Well, I give my hand a boy weight, I tell you. I was right on me back. Look, the right knob, I tell you.
Oh dear, Andy.
Yeah. Just going to flick over to the Q&A again. Tosh is still fairly busy with the comments. He says, I got up to 130 on the bird and I shit my pants, so I bought a Valadero. Well, I tell you, you won't be shitting your pants on that, duty.
Yeah.
Right. What
You're telling me that he's only been 130 on that? I've been 135 on that.
Ah, man, what's he on about? What a puff I am.
Yeah.
Second gear.
He should get himself one of them Wankel engines.
Yeah. The Rotary Club.
Yeah.
Hi, Tosh, says Rich. Yeah. Where's Rich?
There's a little thing going on now, I think.
Yeah. Norman Vlogger is just question marks.
He's just like, what the fuck am I watching? Is that it?
That's what my question is.
Tosh, I didn't know standard Buses do 200 mile an hour.
It's not quite standard.
No.
Well, that is my Stealth anyway. It's a different bike.
The old ones weren't they? The older ones were quicker anyway, weren't they?
Right,
My one's not restricted, but the Stealth one was, but I de-restricted it.
That's all easily done, for really, isn't it, to be honest with you? Yeah. So, regardless, anyway, besides the point, it's irrelevant in the day's world on the road, isn't it? Let's have a look here. Evening, chaps. Came here for blondes and beer, but it's not working. Help. Northern Blogger, get in contact with Tosh. He'll sort you out.
Yeah, he'll put one wig on.
I'll put a wig on for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's dressing gown. He'll be right.
God.
There you go, mate.
Yeah, evening, Mark. How's work? Tosh.
That pedigree dog food, mushed up.
The final one at the moment from 08 Ride. 200 miles per hour, Andy. Must have been filtering. Open it up, man.
No, it was off-road, obviously.
Yeah. I have to say, right, I can't remember his name now. Who was the lad, other hand standing, who had the MT-07?
Oh, Chris, my mate Chris from Nottingham.
Oh, I have to say, that fucking exhaust note on that was fantastic, mate.
It's a sweet bike, that, isn't it? Really, really nice. I wouldn't mind one myself, one of them. I think what I like about that, nothing against the MT-09, but it's a wired You know,
It's got a cable, hasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's fully manual.
yeah, you know,
I must admit, did he have the Povig on that as well, didn't he?
yeah, yeah.
And I must admit, it did sound sweet, and that was loud. There's no two ways about it.
Yeah, I was taking the piss out of them because of the post I put up on Facebook. You know, one of the things we're like, you know, the thing about an Acropovic is nobody notices. Nobody
No, I've seen it.
The engine go on, and everybody's like, "Well, I do."
Nah, that's a nice bike. It's some lovely bikes up here as well, Skiggy.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I must admit, I tell you what, BIKERS' Hornet for an Hornet looks bloody sweet, doesn't it?
Yeah, I did. I took a couple of pictures of that, and yeah, I had a quick look around. Just a lovely bike. Lovely lady riding that bike as well. I
Yeah.
have to say.
Yeah, lovely little old girl.
Emma
Easy
was,
target.
I must admit, Emma was fair pleased. We had a good ride, and you know, she had a good chat with all the girls and the lads, and she just chilled and relaxed. We had a right good day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Mrs. Skeggy as well, fantastic lady. I had a quick conversation with Emma. Yeah.
What about?
she was actually telling me. She was actually telling me about how much work she does in the house, and you don't do jack shit.
I don't mind that.
No, she's saying about you know, she enjoys doing bits and pieces. A bit like my missus. She likes painting and decorating and doing bits and pieces. Not that she does, but she enjoys.
That she's missed, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, little bits and pieces.
I've sort of gone, you know, you've missed a bit just there, you know.
Yeah.
I like to help where I can.
Yeah.
Just point out where she's missed.
Yeah.
Yeah, just quickly, Northern Vlogger. Hey up, Tosh. I'm in Spain, so it's great. Fantastic week. 08 ride, same issues on the way back from Ireland. Got real hot. Never realised how much the trip had taken out of me. Yeah, absolutely. 150 miles to Dublin. Had to stop 3 times. Third time for an hour and a lie down. Fair enough, mate. Yeah. It's all about your own safety. And if you feel like any vehicle, isn't it? If you start feeling tired, the best thing you do is to pull over in it. You know.
I mean, having said that, when I came back from Richard's ride out, I mean, I had the wrath of the rain god on the way home. I got absolutely soaked to death, and I was thinking to myself, I hope my bloody daughter doesn't stop for a piss, because there's no way I'm going to be able to get back. There's no way I'm going to be able to get back on that bike in this state, and I'll never get my gloves back on because I was absolutely wrigging wet, absolutely wrigging. And the thing is, I gets home and I was like a drowned rat. I says, "Are you all right? You dry?" "Oh, I was all right, Dad, because I was tucked in behind you." I thought, "Thanks very much."
Yeah, I got the same treatment on the way over to Rich to see him, and I said to him before I left, "What's the weather like over your way?" He said, "Oh, it's okay over here." I said, "Oh, great, it's pissing down over here, so hopefully as I get a bit further over, it'll be okay." "Oh, fuck no! Oh no! Piss down all day long." We got back to Richard about 7 o'clock. The pair of us piss wet through.
Oh no.
That is okay to me. That's what weather's normally like, isn't it? I mean, it was amusing. We were at
the sun comes out.
we were at Squires, and all I had to do was go like that, and there was water just dripping out of my gloves just by squeezing. And then when we got home, even though I had full waterproof kit on, and my boots inside my waterproofs, took my boots off and just poured them out. Everything was drenched on it.
Yeah. I was sitting there gradually feeling my underpants getting wetter and wetter. Thinking, oh my God, it was the worst feeling ever.
There's always a seam on the trousers.
Oh God, I think all my wallet's in there, my phone's in there. So I'm not
your
getting
underpants?
No.
So what you're saying, Keith, is your underpants got really, really wet, and then what, your gear got wet afterwards, or before?
I didn't know you could buy underpants with pockets in.
It was horrible, really horrible.
Oh dear.
It was all the way down the M62 it petered down, and halfway down the M18, and by the time I got on the M1 I was bloody freezing to death. Well, just get home as quick as you can.
So, Keith,
Yeah.
I was just wondering if you keep your main phone down your underpants, and if you've got a spare phone, you keep sending yourself text messages, do you?
I have it in my underpants so I can take pictures of it knob. As it gradually gets smaller and smaller with the cold.
I was going to say, is the zoom that good on it?
Beauty face.
It was not a pleasant experience.
Fucking Wyvern bikers cum shots.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I've been shooting blanks for a long time, Maggie.
Like a Snapchat.
She ends up with a walnut.
Oh Christ alive, mate.
When I said to my daughter, says, you'll have to let me know if you need the toilet on the way. And she says, well, I'll let you know, you won't hear me. I said, you'll just have to tap me twice. And all the way home I'm thinking, I hope she's not going to tap, because I really can't be asked to stop. She'll just have to pee herself, I'm sorry. I just want to get home and get dry.
I can see what you're saying there, Rich. I fully agree with that one.
Yeah, I'm disturbed too.
I think I'm going to start making them. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I reckon you're right.
Special underpants with pockets in for your phone and your wallet.
And something else, something that Jim Payne missed, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'd tell you what, if you start fumbling about in that pocket during the day, you might find yourself in a cell.
Just remember, if your phone goes flat, don't borrow Keith's phone.
Why is it warm? Oh, don't worry about that. Just carry on using it. It'll be right.
Trouble is, you've got to get it out of his pocket. Oh.
You've got that battery backup, haven't you? That USB battery thing.
I am, yeah.
Can I charge
plug it?
Oh, aye.
I just put it in my pocket and just, take it onto the underpants.
Oh,
God.
oh man, they make some rare gadgets nowadays, don't they, mate? Anyway, Andy, how was your holiday, mate?
What, me?
Yeah.
It was really good. Kids had a great time. Spent most of the time in the swimming pool, out in the sun, having some drinks, and just really relaxing and good fun, really. We had a car, drove around, and did stuff, like you do on holiday. It was all good.
Yeah, didn't hire a Honda Grom to go sort of flying around in?
No biking at all.
At all?
None at all. So as soon as I got back, as soon as the morning broke, I was out on the Hayabusa.
Yeah.
Was it
doing
Blackpool?
my time-lapse video.
Was it Blackpool you went to?
No, I only went to Always Cafe.
Ah.
Yeah.
That reminds me, I do want to do a Blackpool illumination ride at some point, probably November. Just stuck in my head.
Is that a lone ride then?
I don't know, I'm getting quite busy with that.
I'll pop across for that if you can do it during the day.
Yeah, it looks great in the daytime. You can see all the bombs.
I don't want to go at night.
Fucking hell, you said, Rich up there, you can shoot all the bulbs, can he? Take all Hepcat up there as well, you get it done twice as quick.
Yeah.
Anyway, just going back to Keith, little message from 08 Ride. Just put the phone on vibrate and enjoy it, Keith, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
And then Hepcat's just chipped in as well. Have you read his? I like that.
Probably always got one of those USB battery packs because the battery runs down with the vibrator on permanently.
I must say though, I mean, Epcat Harley, bless his cotton socks, he did offer to lend me his bike if my bike wasn't fixed. So big thank you to him. Just I couldn't go over and borrow it because I don't have a car, unfortunately. But I thought it was really nice of him to offer. He didn't have to, but I did appreciate it. But fortunately, I did get my bike back, so it was all good.
I offered you Emma's bike.
Pardon?
I offered you Emma's bike.
I don't like riding a bicycle.
Richard,
Yeah?
pass us that pedigree a minute.
There you go, mate.
Cheers, mate. Is it good?
Well, don't drink it all.
Well, I'll tell you what, I won't put my lips around the top. I'll just pour I'll pour a little bit into here. Hey, when?
You can't do that. Yours is a bottom half.
About half of it. You can have half of it. How about
Hey, when?
that? That'll do you.
There.
Don't put it in the fridge, it'll ruin it.
Did you say when yet?
I said, yeah, very good.
Sorry, mate. Here you go. About empty now, sorry.
You cheeky sod, look at that.
Never heard
That
you.
bugger all left.
Greedy bastard. Anyway, all right, Timon has made that completely irrelevant now story of my life.
Is that the wankle wire?
What are you done about?
What the fuck's the other about? Yeah.
That's just as irrelevant, surely.
I think that's about wanking, I think, or wankling.
Wyvern's waterproof wankle gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, from Hepcat. Yeah. So what he's basically saying is, you're a wankle. Yeah.
I can live with that.
You imagine. Your new channel name, Wyvern Wankle, Wyvern Wankle.
Michael Biker.
You'd have to stick a von in there, wouldn't you? Wyvern von Wankel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might use that. Like, if ever I've had problems with accessing my channel, like, I'll have to rename it. Wankle Biker.
Wankle Biker, yeah.
So childish.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Funny.
Perfect.
Trying to think. We did mention about the up and coming Cop Dock Motorcycle Show, which we spoke about before. That'd be great to have each and everybody turn up for that particular event, which is, if I remember right, Andy, October the 4th, of Andy.
Yeah, they usually get away with the weather there as well. I've only remember it being wet a couple of times at the times I've been.
Was that a couple of times a day, or?
No, mate, no. The sunshine, like the Hunt Standard sunshine, actually, last year in October.
It was very warm.
Is it on the big field?
Yes, mate.
Yeah, Suffolk Showground.
Yeah.
I've had what to do on Suffolk Showground.
I'll tell you what, Steve, if you can get down, any of you chaps, it'd be great to have you down. It's a fantastic day.
A lot of people there.
Yeah, a lot of people there, definitely.
When is it?
October
4th
the
of October.
Yeah.
4th of October.
Yeah.
Yeah, I must admit I'd like to.
I think Kat has said she's going to come down. I know, obviously, myself, Andy, and the Cactus, Johnny and Jen are going to be there. Got loads of people are going to be there, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Elliot's going to be there. Elsie, he's going to come down.
How far did Elliot come?
Don't know.
I'm going to say because, he was on the same bike as Kev, wasn't he? The Tiger.
Yeah, Tiger, yeah. I don't know what size. Was he 800 then, or?
It was the same as his. It was the X, whatever.
Yeah.
Mine's an XRX.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Did they do just an XR?
Yeah, the XR's the one below mine. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was his was the XR. I might be wrong.
Yeah.
Hey, I've been seeing one close up. It's a nice bike.
Oh, great, yeah. Big, tall bike, it's like you say, it's great for the taller rider, isn't it? It's fantastic.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're about the same as me, Weggy, aren't you? 6 foot, 6'1".
No, about the same height as you, Skegan, I think. Isn't it?
Yeah.
But no, I mean, everybody that I've known who's had a Tiger has never had anybody complain about the bike. Never.
It is a great bike. I do have one of it. It's a lot of fun to ride. It's really talky.
Yeah. Well, because Andy, you were talking about possibly going. Was it what's the latest one, Andy? The biggest engine version they do of that particular bike.
So
the Explorer, the 1200, the Tiger Explorer.
Yeah. Have you actually taken one out for a test ride, Andy? Or
not yet. But not yet. But a guy was showing me one the other day. Not one of those, but he showed me. Is that a Varsi? Is it the Versi or something?
It's the Versys.
Kawasaki Versys.
He just bought himself a brand new one, and he reckons that's the best bike he's ever had.
I don't like them. I don't like the look of them, mate.
No, he's raving about it. He was, but there you go. So my mate's got one of the smaller versions of it, and I've read that. That's all right, but it's a bit too small for me. 600. Oh,
yeah, I think it's a 650, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, I can't deal with that. That was just too small for me.
I'm looking for a winter bike, and I'm looking 600 and above because I'm frightened of getting something smaller and just killing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't mean that in a nasty way. I mean the fact that I I like to accelerate hard away from lights, things
Yeah.
like that. And you know, a smaller engine bike, I'd just kill it in no time. I'm sure I would.
Yeah, well, you see, there's a bit of a surprise. You see Johnny Cactus's latest video with his new purchase.
I've not seen it yet, but it's a
Suzuki DR, is that a DRZ400?
Yeah.
Thank you for saying it correctly.
A lot of fun.
A DRZ, not a DRZ.
Yeah.
If you call it DRZ, you deserve to be stabbed in the face. You're
No,
not fucking American.
I'll tell you what though. There's a lot to be said. I mean, I've never had any type of bike like that. I've never owned an XL600 or I've never owned an XT500 or anything like that. That what we call trial bikes or that particular type. I mean, obviously they're a different style of bike now. But that is a fantastic looking bike. It looks as if he's going to have a hell of a lot of fun on that, to be honest with you.
I've had proper trials bikes, but I've never had like a supermoto.
No.
You know.
Yeah.
I've tried trials bikes, so I wouldn't advise it.
Why not, Rich? Why not?
I try and block it out of my memory.
I thought you were like Superman on one. Oh no, sorry. Superman off one.
I'm like Superman off one, yeah. Yeah, that's. I call it the Superman dismount. Where I went wrong was I've realised since after seeing a Superman film is he flew upwards.
Right.
That's where I went wrong. I did the pose.
Yeah, you just need to perfect the landing, don't you? That's what you need to do.
Superman lands on his feet and
That's where I've gone wrong again.
Maybe the Doctor had kryptonite in his pockets.
What we got here? Oh, Christ, here we go. Lovely little lady. Hello, Bex. Hello, all. Bit late to this one. Just got in from work. Bex88.
Well,
Hello, Bex.
I'm back.
It's nice to see you putting questions in there, Bex, but there's no need to swear in it.
No, absolutely.
A four-letter word there, that's all called for.
Yeah, I just spot that one. Yeah, from.
Yeah.
Anyway, you could have an argument here. The Verzys, which you say Verzys, the Kawasaki Verzys, which obviously we know Jeff has got, Grey Viper. I have to say, fantastic bike, and he had the Tiger. I can't remember what I think it was a Tiger 800, if I'm right in saying. And I must admit, he told us a funny story because he actually took the bike, the Verzys, for a test ride. He was supposed to have it for an hour. He come back about 2.5 hours later, didn't he? The bloke was really the bloke at Norwells was quite pissed off until the fact he actually turned around and said, "I'll tell you what, mate, you've sold it. So I mean, don't worry about it." So
the thing about the Versys, I mean, it's a bigger engine, isn't it?
it's a 900, I believe, isn't it? Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I've never heard anybody say that the 800s feels way underpowered.
Yeah.
But I know everybody who's had the bigger one has sort of gone, yeah.
Yeah.
Please don't get the other one. So
I suppose really it depends on how you I suppose you express yourself on the ride itself. If you're looking for a big torquey lump, I mean obviously the bigger the engine is, obviously the more torque it's going to produce. But I mean, there's people, there's fans out there of 600cc bikes as there is 800cc bikes.
the difference with Jeff, he does a lot with his missus on the back.
Yeah.
A lot of miles with the back.
Absolutely.
I've done a fair few rides with Jen on the back. Not anything huge, but I've done a couple like 100-mile plus rides with it on the back, and I don't find it to be underpowered at all. I mean, we went out a couple of months ago now. We went out around Wales, and there was a couple of fellas in front of us having a bit of a hoon. 3 or 4 blokes out for a Saturday afternoon or a Saturday or a Sunday, whatever it was, and we had no problem whatsoever keeping up with them. And they were shifting on, and we were twos up with the luggage on, and we were fine keeping up with them. So it does, they are, but it's whatever you're used to, isn't it? It's horses for courses. It's.
Is the XRX? Is it the RXR?
XRX.
XRX. Is it so? It's the same engine. Does it just describe a different kit or a different?
Yeah, it's just a different kit. It's got it's got more electrics and stuff. The XRX has got like cruise control and different rider modes and stuff like that. It's got a few little extras over the XR. That's all.
Today's standard. This is a question I was going to put to you lads as well. That's about factory fitted 12-volt chargers and USBs. Do they come with that as standard at all, Kev? Or
The XR comes with one, which is to the side of the seat, but the XRX comes with two. It's got one to the side of the seat and one right by the ignition as well.
all right, that's just handy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is handy. It is really handy actually. It's I use it for all sorts of stuff. You know, sat nav when I've got it on, or I even use it for like my little compressor that I've got for pumping up the tyres and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just really handy to have.
Well, I was going to say, that was the question I was going to put to you, because I've toyed with the idea. I mean, on the ZX, it's got the Oxford heated grips. It's got the immobiliser and the alarm system. Now the thing is, so over the winter now, I was thinking about fitting just a USB, because obviously I rely. I have to admit, I mean, I'm wearing glasses now. My eyesight is not 100% like it used to be. Now a sat nav, if it was based, with on me, I wouldn't be able to see it, because my vision for riding, it's completely different from a vision for reading, as would be. So a sat nav in front of me would be absolutely no good whatsoever, to the point. So I was thinking, if I had a USB or a charging device on the bike, whereas with the phone I can keep it, say in my pocket when I need it, and have the headphone pieces in.
That's what I do, mate.
What I do with mine, I've got those little Bluetooth headset things that attach to your helmet that people have got. I've got one of them on my lid, and the sat nav I use is on my phone. It's just Google Maps on my phone. So I put it on my phone, but then I link it to my Bluetooth. So if I'm watching the road or filtering or whatever, it sends instructions to my helmet as well.
Yeah, that's right. That's,
like 200 yards turn left or whatever. So
yeah.
Yeah,
I agree with that, because I think, like we say, that's a great way, especially if your eyesight can't obviously portray the information coming from the handlebar sat nav. So you're reliant on your ears. But the only problem with that is when you're travelling at any speed, if you've got the air circulation within the helmet, you really struggle to hear it as well. Because I suppose getting that right, but I suppose having the Bluetooth system is going to be far more effective.
Yeah, I mean,
you've got one of these, haven't you? Same as that, BT.
Yeah, exactly the same as that, mate. Yeah, exactly.
And they're really loud, aren't they?
Yeah, they are brilliant. Yeah, you can hear it at 60, 70 mile an hour, no problem.
Yeah.
Yes. Just got like to say hello to Tosh. Hello, Tosh. How are you, man? Something's weird's going on here.
He's got
That's normal for Tosh.
In his dressing gown.
Well, he's sitting in the dark. He's sort of he's darkened himself out, right?
He's trying on a pair of my underpants.
He's got his head, hasn't he?
He's got a Keith codpiece.
I don't know where I'm at.
with the added skid in them.
Are you? See me?
If we can see you.
Hey, Josh.
It's working, yeah. Oh,
Hello, darling.
you'll have to thank Tracy for this one because it's her computer I'm on.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Trace.
Thanks, Trace.
Yeah. Yeah. Cheers, Trace. It's an absolute pleasure.
Well, I've turned all the lights out so you don't have to look at my ugly mug.
Well, you know what you look like. You're used to it.
Oh,
Anyway, let's get back to serious stuff. How the hell are you, Tosh?
I'm fine, mate. No, they're fine. Light's fine, then.
Yeah.
Sorry, Greggs. Yeah, I'm fine, mate. How are you?
I'm all right, mate. Yeah, very, very good indeed. How's the slow bike? You all right, mate?
Yeah, the Blackbird's fine.
The non-130 mile an hour motorcycle that you have just purchased instead of 175 mile an hour motorcycle that you got rid of.
I ain't got rid of it yet.
Really? You still got it, have you?
Yeah, still got it. It's for sale if you want it.
No, I can't have any more bikes, mate. I'll end up with a divorce.
How much is it for, Tosh?
So how much do you want it? How much do you want for it?
I'd like to get 18 for it, but.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had a few people sort of ask me, who's that guy pulling a wheelie on your picture on that unstanted run? And I've said I've no idea. No idea who it is, but I like his number plate. Law 1.
Are you selling it with new fork seals?
What, a number plate?
Are you
I'll take your fork seals are gone, have they, Tosh?
Not I know of.
It's all them wheelies. Every time I look at Skeggy's page, there's another wheelie.
Really?
Yeah, I'm assuming that's live.
Yeah, live feed, mate. Yeah.
So,
Tosh has
Tosh.
not seen it. He's like, what the fuck are they on about?
Toshi's now desperately looking for your Facebook page.
I'm lost here.
I think we all are.
Hey, Tosh.
Yes.
How's the life in haulage, mate? Good?
No, it's shit.
I told you it was shit when you started. You still went and done it, didn't you?
30 fucking hours in 2 days.
Yeah?
Yeah. Bloody truck broke down, didn't it?
There are people crying out for hours like that.
There are, mate, yeah. Not me personally, because I've done it.
Well, people at bloody Calais would die for a job like that. Well,
Yeah.
in fact, they are dying, aren't they?
I'll tell you what, there's people in Calais who hang off lorries because they want a job like yours.
No, to get into Britain, hang off lorries. They hang off lorries because they want to make love to Tosh.
we love Tosh, and they sing it all the way back from France.
They do. That's their national anthem.
Yeah, and they have the T-shirts with Tosh, I love Tosh on.
Yeah,
Back
they do.
and front.
They're all trying to come and see Tosh.
Yeah.
And then they all get arrested at Newmarket and sent back to the Home Office. Yeah.
This is my one.
What's he doing?
Not putting his bloody dressing gown on, is
This is
he?
my one.
Put it away, Tosh.
Jesus Christ. Your dog's got tits.
That's it.
Oh. I'll tell you what. He'll get kicked off in a minute.
Get it in the hole. It doesn't work. It's not in.
Get it in the hole, Tosh.
Get it in.
Get it in the hole.
Tosh, what are you doing, man? Is she happy or not?
It's charging. It's fine.
There's no way around it.
What are you trying to do? Pop it up?
You can't hear us. He took the bloody headphones off, look. There we go.
What's that?
Yeah, we could hear you saying, get it in the hole, get it in the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on charge now. Be ready for us later, darling.
Ah. Just changed the subject from Tosh's home fucking escapades. Andy,
Sorry.
am I right in saying your wife's CBT is running it there, mate?
Yes, you are.
Oh, shit.
She's retaking it in a couple of days' time, I think. Next week.
All right. Yeah.
Closely followed. She's just trying to get a test date for A1 again. But yeah, so it should all be happening quite quickly now. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yeah, because that's, I mean, I don't know too much about it, but it's 2 years, isn't it, CBT?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 years it lasts, but she's going to be taking it next week.
Yeah.
A fair bit of vibrating boobs to come then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Was it just one or both?
One what? Boob.
Yeah. Oh, Christ. I'll tell you what.
Oh, it goes to the Sixth Sense.
Hello, V, all right?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, good,
I want
yeah.
to talk about your blue rocket.
Oh, I know, you're going to sit on that soon, aren't you? Right. Oh,
Not in front of me husband, shush.
Hey, that was a promise. I wasn't messing about. Right. I was going to say, yeah, that particular video when you mentioned the vibrating boobies and that, obviously we all had a good scan because we didn't know what the hell it was going to be about.
I've not stopped commenting on the videos, too.
You know?
I went through it frame by frame.
I time-lapsed it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, time lapsing works really well.
As you
No.
No.
Well, obviously we've been sort of following the videos with the progress you've been making, Vic, and alwa's looking good, yeah?
Yeah, it is. I've got my CBT on Wednesday, and then we're just waiting on dates for my Mod 1 and 2.
Fantastic.
But apparently summer's very busy because everyone wants to get out on a bike.
Aye. So, I take it the SV is all prepped and ready to rock and roll for when you do pass your test, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So All the nuts and bolts all tightened up, yeah?
Yes, they are. It's all sorted.
Yeah. What? Excuse me, I said, what the hell is Tosh doing?
I've muted him now.
I don't know. Even if you asked him, he probably wouldn't know.
Has he got worms?
Got something.
You want to go get my worm?
He's got to take some worming pills or something, doesn't he? Can't keep still. He's got Cervitis dance.
Andy, go down there and give him a good worming.
I think he needs a good worming.
We muted you, Tosh.
I'm saying, hey Tosh, can you hear this, Tosh? Well, you know, a lot of truckers, because you don't get the chance to, shall we say, wash properly and this and the other. Do you keep yourself clean? You keep yourself minted. Your cab, when you open the doors, I think, yeah, that's all right, man, that's all right. I can drive that. Yeah. Other drivers feel welcomed into your cab, so they can move it for you instead of thinking, fuck me, I'm not going to move that. That stinks. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they keep moaning about the wank socks.
To be fair, though, you have got them hanging off the door handles outside.
They can dry now.
I hang them off the mirrors, but they keep going real stiff and hard, and they keep knocking the window.
Oh dear. And on that note, Weggy, have we checked Q&A?
Oh, Christ alive. Here we go. Ah, hey, Weggy, kind of forgot this was on this week. Sorry. No problem, Emma. Hello, Emma.
Sorry about the wank socks.
Yeah, we were talking about something quite different, but when Tosh joins any hangout, it always changes for the worse. Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, it does. We're normally talking about inflatable sheep.
Yeah.
He just asked whether I keep my cab clean. I do, apart from the wank socks. They always get hard.
Anyway, Tosh, you're keeping busy, mate, yeah?
Yeah, too busy. Too many bloody hours. I ain't got enough time riding. Motorbikes.
Yeah.
So if you've done like 2 days and it tops up to like 30 hours, how many pairs of socks did you take with you?
45.
You always have to take a week's worth of clothes with you.
Yeah.
So 7 pairs. That's 14.
Are you down to 2 a day now? Or do you turn them inside out?
He's only down to 2 a day. He's rather sore at the moment.
I'll wait till they dry and knock them on the window and it softens them up a bit.
Oh, but you can't wait till winter.
Oh, man, I tell you.
That's very nice. Very nice. Sorry,
Tosh,
Emma Shield.
I'm just about to say, Tosh, apologise to any ladies watching.
Yeah, I will do. Yeah, we do apologise, Emma. Yeah, it kind of put me off my food when you said it. Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, Tosh, mate.
I don't do it.
Anyway, it's mighty fine to see you, mate. Anyway, we haven't seen you for a while since you've done that wheel spin on your bike on your video. You don't put many videos up nowadays, do you?
I'm always at bloody work, that's why.
Oh, every time he says work now, I get this vision of socks.
Yeah.
Oh, that worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just a human sock just driving down the road, with a couple of...
And here's me happening to know that Tosh is transporting food.
Oh, yeah, you seriously? Are you on? You're travelling around the country with all the blues, eh, mate?
Yeah, that for his company.
Really?
Yeah.
Bad, isn't it, when you think about it? All them calluses on his hand and none of it from hard work.
Oh, oh,
when he says for his company, it's not my company. I wish it was. I wish it was. I'd have my H2 by now.
Yeah, Josh would have his HGV.
Do you need a HGV license to drive a truck now then?
No.
Oh, that's alright.
There's no such thing as an HGV now, is there?
No, it's an LGV, isn't it?
Most certainly is, mate. And you've got the you're Class 2, mate. You're going to move up to Class 1 shortly, I believe.
I've been on Class 1 for 3 months.
You've got your CBT though, haven't you?
Yeah.
CBT allows you to do trucks, doesn't it? Isn't that what the T stands for?
Yeah.
Crazy big trucks.
When the insurance company asked me about it, they said, well, what's your CBT number? And I said, what the fuck's a CBT? I had no idea, honestly. 2008 or 2007, I had no idea what a CBT was.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's not that long back. People kept mentioning mod 1s and 2s. I thought, well, what are they on about? What's a mod 1 and mod 2?
I still struggle.
You know, and I sort of try to differentiate between, you know, the different modules, so to speak, as they are, which in effect are pretty much, I think, along the same sort of lines as when they changed the 250 test age to 125, and that was the same sort of, I believe, routine that you went through in them days, albeit now there's a lot more, you know, strenuous and a lot more financially bound in the way that you have to go about it nowadays, isn't it?
It was much better in the old days.
Yeah, definitely, mate, definitely.
Much better.
Until I started riding, I thought mod 1 meant, you know, the kinks. Mod 2 was Sleaford.
Yeah.
I think mod 1 is like an advanced CBT where you do manoeuvres, slow manoeuvres and stuff, and mod 2 is like on the road.
Yeah. Well, I mean, who's
thinking about doing it?
Who's done the mods? Who's done the mods? Obviously, Richard has. And
who's done the mods? Who's done the mods? Who's done the mods?
I've got a cocktail.
I've done a whole group of them.
Oh, God.
Move on.
Stocks on that thing.
I never done any mods, but I did kick a load of Lambrettas over once.
What can I say?
Oh, Jesus, shit. Sorry?
I didn't what, this mod 1, mod 2 business, I must have just escaped it.
Well, I
did mine 2007, 2008.
Yeah.
To retake the test.
Yeah.
And I just did the test.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they started talking about this mod 1 and mod 2, and I'm like, what the fuck are they on about? Have I missed what happened?
According to Bimble Boy Blue, I mean, I'm not quite sure what the difference is between the mod 1 and dogging.
Otherwise, fanning around in a car park, I suppose you.
Yeah. Mod 1 and dogging, you just use different protection.
And, but, excuse me, going back to the.
You've still got protection for your helmet.
Yeah.
Man ain't got the gold sticker.
Yeah, just reply from Bex on the fucking Jesus Christ.
I love his mod 2 comment. Look at his mod 2 comment.
Well,
that's not true. That's not true because
some of them are BMWs.
Although we went to mod 2, the guy who followed me, because it was starting to snow, followed me in a car. And this is a biker. This is a biker who takes people on the bike test, and he sort of came out of the test centre and went, "I'll take the car. I'll follow you in the car. Don't worry if you lose me."
That must fill you with confidence. The examiner goes, "Looks a bit dodgy out here."
Let's get the car.
Yeah, I took my fucking test in January. Believe me, it was cold.
Yeah, but you're hard.
Yeah.
That comment though about the cars, just give me a question randomly. I don't know. Richard might know. Can you filter during your test?
Yeah.
Yeah, not in a car.
That's where I was going with that. Yeah.
You're expected to filter.
If I'd done my test and he'd followed me in the car, first thing I would have done is pass.
Get the fuck out of the way.
And then just on the radio, right? Yeah, which way do you want me to go, mate?
I lost it.
I'm back in the test centre. Are you stuck in a traffic jam?
Because the radios are only one way. He tells you which way to go. And and I lost him. And then half an hour later, he found me. And sort of went, "Oh, you went the wrong way." And I went, "Oh, did I?"
Did I pass?
And then I went round the block about 5 times when he went, "I'll stand here." And when I hold my hand out, I wanted to do an emergency stop. And nearly every time he went to put his hand up, some dickhead walked across the road side on the block again. And I'm like, "But surely that's a true emergency stop. Just tell me to stop."
How many people did you mow down before you actually did your emergency stop?
In front of the test bloke, none.
Right, just going back to the mods. Obviously, Bex has done the mod 1 and 2, and obviously, passed the test. Everything else.
She's done a mod.
She's done a few mods,
Wow.
and she obviously
There's an admission live on air.
Yeah.
thoroughly enjoyed herself. And
I'll tell you what, Bex has never been filmed for so long. But because Adam's camera were pointing backwards on that ride,
Yeah, I see that, yeah.
all I've got in that rear view camera is Bex riding.
Yeah.
She didn't even know she got camera on her.
and you have to admit, Bex rides really well, don't she?
She does. I know it, that's because it's somebody else, but I was fair she's not been riding long, and I was fair chuffed with the way she rid.
Yeah. Yeah, she's very, very confident when she's producing her. I think she's putting up some real nice quality videos as well.
Yeah.
So she got her stuff together.
I mean, I was a bit concerned about filtering because I knew, I'm thinking, she's not been through a test long. Are we all right filtering?
Yeah.
Because I've only ever seen her go around them back lanes and things and where them fucking lethal dips are in them roads, Andy.
Yeah.
So I thought to myself, I hope she's all right filtering. I needn't to worry. She's brilliant.
Yeah.
There's no worries there.
Yeah, I felt, trying to filter Sunday. I was a little bit limited because I was sort of stayed behind Jeff and Muriel. Well, obviously Jeff with the Bursley's got his got his panniers, and he was, understandably, he's a little bit reluctant to go through, too small a gap. So we didn't filter like we probably could have done. And believe you me, with that traffic Saturday, we could really have done with it. To be honest with you, the traffic up there was horrendous, wasn't it?
We never had a problem filtering. It was like parting at Red Sea. As soon as I started coming through, they just opened up.
Yeah. I mean, Jeff was, I just literally kept calm and just sort of followed Jeff all the way through. He's quite happy not trying to push the bloke too hard. So, Anyway, Bex says, oh, thanks.
No, she doesn't. She says, oh, thanks.
You guys.
Yeah. Thought about that. Where's Bobby?
Bobby, just taking a hiatus, mate. Although he seems, as far as I know, quite happy with life in general. He's just taking a bit of a break, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's on Facebook and Instagram enough.
Yeah. He's promoting quite a lot of his jewellery business as well, and his wife works quite closely with him within his own business as well, doesn't she?
She does a lot of modelling for him and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but
because it's been that long since I've been on here, because I've been working every bloody Thursday. It's my first Thursday off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we thought we'd all done something wrong because you hadn't been on here, Tosh.
No, I've been working Thursdays.
One person we are missing at the moment, I have to say, is Dave. Hope you get well soon, Dave.
Good point, that, yeah.
He's off. Yeah, Dave, as you probably know, I don't know if you know, but he's been on some tablets, as we've all been sort of, following and keeping up with his posts and whatever. And he's been on some tablets, and they're not doing him any favours whatsoever at the moment. So he's yet again, for his own personal reasons, he's taking a little bit of a break. Whether he's riding his bike at the moment, I don't know. Some of these tablets people have to take in life sometimes are a bit keen, aren't they? A bit strong, and they affect people in different ways. And Dave is obviously not enjoying these particular ones he's taking at the moment. So,
Oh, bless him.
Oh.
Where's the good donkey tonight?
Where's the old donkey? Where is?
Oh, the old donkey. Good old donkey.
Where's Monkey Wrench himself? Mr. Dave Grohl, otherwise known as XT Donkey. We do not know. But anyway.
From what I heard, he was doing a show on stage, and he fell off and broke his leg. So he won't be on.
Rich.
Okay.
Yes, darling.
Why are you in a pub?
A what?
Why are you in a pub?
Why have you got two dartboards?
I bought one.
That's why he's in a pub, because he's got two dartboards.
Yeah, I bought a pub. I'm trading in the XJ6 against a pub.
Christ, that must have been a really small pub.
Well,
They're,
no, it's
they're
about
getting
the
cheaper
right.
nowadays because nobody sells beer anymore.
It's about the right exchange rate.
Nobody usually sits near the dartboard though, just in case they get hit by a dart now.
And we're Richard's luck.
This is true.
Bringing darts.
No, I'm just doing the hangout from a pub tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've asked everybody if they won't mind keeping it down.
We've got 5 minutes to finish his drinks.
No, we've got about another quarter of an hour, 20 minutes. I don't care, I told you, we started about a quarter of an hour late, didn't we? But anyway.
What a fantastic idea doing a hangout from a pub.
I don't think the actual, if that bell rings, Weggy, you've got 5 minutes supping up time, and that's it.
Don't care.
He's in a pub, that's it.
Oh, absolutely, but then you do get lock-ins, don't you?
Oh, that's a good point. Can we have a lock-in, Richard?
Yeah, sure.
Bye.
That's good.
Sure.
There's probably some law about it, but I don't care.
Can I just ask the landlord, please, what do you think of drift cameras, please?
Back.
I- got into a crash.
Sorry, my camera crashed.
No, I just brought it up because I did notice that Richard has been having serious problems with a drift action camera. And,
with
Can I just say that it's the ghost that plays up? These are fine.
right,
that's true. That's
bring me up to speed with the various models because I've got a contour, haven't I? Right?
Oh, you've got a hell of a contour, Wegs.
No, I know that.
No, the Ghost S, I had some problems with it. Logged a call. They went, "No, I need your receipt." Took me ages to find the receipt.
Yeah.
I then said, "Here's the receipt," and they've ignored me for about a month now. So I posted something on Facebook to Drift saying, "Are you going to answer my call or what?" And they've ignored that as well. But they've ignored it long enough for the camera to go out of warranty. Which is good of them.
Yeah. Well, it's not very good at all, is it? To be honest with you.
Well, like I say, because you lodged the complaint before, it doesn't make the slightest bit of difference.
No.
That stands.
It doesn't, because they're not answering either way.
No.
No interest whatsoever.
They've gone, fucking.
Are they as a company? Are they notorious for being having a bad customer service, or?
It's just a
I
shit.
don't think so. I just maybe on the Ghost S's, maybe they just have a lot to deal with because everybody I know that's got one has got problems with it.
Yeah. So what you're saying, they're sort of hiding away from the problem, so to speak. Then, you know.
Yeah. What they've done is they've put really good sound into a camera and a really good lens and picture quality into a camera, and then spoil it by not bothering writing software that actually works. It just crashes, and it leaks and it mists up. But then again, the Ghost is doing the same for you, isn't it, Kev?
It's a bag of shit.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
see,
it's
but I was trying to be nice.
yeah, no, it's a bag of shit.
It is a bag of shit.
It keeps misting up, and now the buttons, well, only one button really, the front button, the one where you turn it on and play it and to record and shit like that, it's fucked. It's fucked basically. So yeah,
Is that the Ghost or the Ghost S?
just the Ghost, just get rid of it.
How long have you had it?
Crap. Year and a half, something like that.
Because mine is gone. I've got two Ghosts, and one of mine's gone where the button doesn't work anymore. And I had a lot of misting up problems in Ireland, but I put that down to the bad weather because we had some pretty shit weather.
That's not the one that pissed off down near Squire's Cafe down the road, though, is it?
Quite possibly.
See, but the misting up, it's not been out in any really bad weather.
Yeah.
And the button has just stopped working. I mean, I know I said the weather was really, really bad when I went to Richard's the other week, but I didn't use my camera all weekend. So, you know, it's just literally, a bag of wank. So I'm strongly considering getting a contour.
Yeah.
I'm definitely looking for something different. Problem is, I spent well over £300 on this camera.
Yeah.
And you expect for that kind of money that it's going to be a quality product.
Yeah, you do.
If you bought a proper video camera, you'd expect it to still be working.
Absolutely. But, you know, regardless of what sort of money you spend on something, at the end of the day, you know, the thing was still under warranty. You still had the receipt. the big one is really, it's all about a good customer service. Now, if anything inherently has got a problem, then it's down to them within the warranty period and possibly afterwards, if you look at certain rights, to obviously get this problem sorted out. Now, I don't know anything in particular about the drift cameras. I don't know anything about the software, what they like for software updates and things like that.
There's never been one.
Never been one.
Not on the Ghost S.
Right.
Never been one.
So the original software that obviously is the only software for that particular camera is a piece of shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like I said, they did firmware updates for the 1080p, but and there was about 3 or 4 for that.
To be fair though, they did a firmware update for the Ghost, didn't they, Keith?
Yeah, and it completely knackered mine up.
Right.
So luckily Phil 480 still had the other one, the other firmware, so he kindly sent it to me and I replaced it. It's been fine ever since. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never put the upgrade on my Ghost, and I've never had any problems with it in a year and a half, nearly 2 years.
Yeah.
Been fine. I've never had a problem with the bloody camera at all.
No, the update was to make it like the S, to make it better at low light. But what it did on my camera,
It's made it like the S.
It affected the sound quality. Everything was then not compatible, including their own mics. It kept on this really high pitched sound all the time.
Is that the squealing that was on about?
Yeah, and I had loads. I tried loads of different mics, and in the end, I was kind of running out of ideas, and I noticed that Phil.
Can you backwards compatibility them? Can you uninstall the firmware and put old firmware back in?
Yeah, you can roll it back.
Yeah.
So you got the squeal after upgrading the firmware?
Yeah, I did.
See, I had the
I
squeal
assumed it was a
before.
problem with the camera.
Well, I had the squeal before the firmware, and then I've upgraded the firmware, and the squeal's worse now. But I did have the squeal before and after.
Well, I've got the Drift Ghost S, so it has a squeal.
Yeah. See,
No, there is no way of. It says there's no firmware updates, so you're stuck with what you've got.
It's stupid,
That's
isn't it?
weird, that, because I've got a little shitty 40 quid camera, and it's working perfectly.
Yeah, but Jamie don't use it.
Yeah. you are becoming the new Chad at this rate.
Yeah. Just got to say, the Q&A, good night or good morning to Big Kev, because I must go. Been fun watching, chaps. See you all later. See you later, Kev.
Take care.
Oh, Kev.
I did move to him earlier on.
Yeah, just a quick reply from Bimbleboy Blue. The new Drift Ghost Wankle is out soon.
With the rotary lens.
It is.
Well, I can get one of them.
Sweet. No, you're saying about. I mean, I've only got a £97 Contour Roam 2. You know, that was on recommendation from Chess.
This is a good camera.
Yeah, it's a brilliant camera, mate. It's only got the inherent fault is obviously it hasn't got the external mic, but obviously going to mod that. I've been speaking to Chaz about the mics, and I'm gonna pull it apart and do it myself. And
Yeah, he modded his own.
yeah, it's easy enough. I just obviously followed what he did with that, and once you've done it and it's mic'd up, it's such an easy camera to use. That all your settings you can do on your PC within 5 minutes, and once it's set up on the side of your lid, just push button on, push button off, and it's happy days, and it just does a lovely job.
I'm surprised to find out how many people take the SD card out of the camera to put it into a card reader or whatever to put it in the PC. all I ever do is plug my USB lead in.
Yeah.
And download it that way. I've never ever removed the SD card from the cameras.
Yeah, I've never. I mean, I don't need to. You charge it. You charge your camera up.
You go on Facebook. There's no end of people do it. They always your card out, and I just think to myself, well, every time you take that card out and put it back in again, you're wearing something.
Yeah. Well, see, the Contours hasn't got a removable battery, so you just charge it up while you're uploading your footage, so to speak. Yeah. So.
How long does it last on those Contours? The battery life?
I don't know, mate. I mean, I've had, Christ, I've probably had it on for recording on 1080 for 2.5 hours. It's not run down or cut off or anything like that. So it's hard to say, Keith, because I've not actually exhausted the battery life on it at all.
When the new, it's 3 hours, isn't it, on a Contour 2?
Something like that, mate. Yeah. But
They don't have a. Do they have a rotating lens on it? Or is
yes,
it,
mate.
is it,
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah, you got a rotating lens on it, and you've got the. It's quite simple. You've got the laser level. So once you've got it on your lid itself, and you position it as sweet as that, really for the money, you know, I couldn't recommend it highly enough. It's just the fact, obviously, you need to do a mic mod, or if you're going to record footage, just kill the original sound and just put music over it or something. Or the different
So have you got to have like a separate sound source?
If you wish to not obviously modify the camera itself, then obviously you can use a separate sound recording system. But you know, you might as well, you know, for next to tuppence, you can do the mic mod on it and have a quality camera with quality software that's reliable, and you know, and have the recorded footage with the sound, as you would, say, for instance, on a GoPro or any camera with an external microphone. You know.
Does Contour make a model with an external mic in their range?
They do, yeah. I can't remember which one it is though.
I think the 3 does it, but then it still doesn't have a changeable battery.
No, that's the only. Yeah, it's the only thing with the Contours. They don't have you know, obviously a battery, removable battery. So either you've got a charging system with it on your motorcycle, or you just don't record over 3 or 4 hours. You know.
So if you use an external battery set, you know, like a power pack, then it uses the power pack first, and then it will use the battery in the camera. Same as the drift does. So the good thing about that is you've probably got 6 hours recording or whatever on a power pack, or even more, and then you've still got 3 hours left on your Contour, you know, or on your drift or whatever, you know.
Yeah, but it's where you put the power pack. I think I just so frustrated that there isn't a camera out there that just. We all know what we want.
Yeah, well, we've talked about it before, haven't we? Designing his own.
Yeah, camera with a rotatable lens and all the rest of it and all the good stuff, that everything that all the cameras have got, but no one's got in one package, and it's just so frustrating.
Well, what we want is this, but with reliability.
Yeah.
And maybe a bit smaller.
Yeah, I've got the drift S as well, and I've got a routine now that I have to format the SD card when I switch it on, then I record 5 seconds of video and stop it, and then I record again, and then that's the only way I can stop it from crashing. It's just stupid.
I think Chaz mentioned earlier on Book Chops that he's just sold his drift this morning.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
It was broken though.
Yeah, well, how much would he have got for a broken drift?
I'm not sure.
I reckon it'd have got about 36 pence.
I was going to say, there must be a lot of them about.
There are some idiots out there.
Flooded the market with naked drifts.
You'd be surprised how many people bid on things without actually reading the proper, you know, the full advert sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I just a couple of things on the Q&A. Hello, Backroad Moto. Hello, mate. How you doing? The boss asks Brits. Thank God I've been having withdrawals. Good man, good man. Good to see you, my friend. What have we got here? Emma Shields is back again. Hello, Emma. So I'm going to hopefully start riding next year.
Yay!
What is the must-have gear, or do you think you need to have everything? Bearing in mind I'll be riding a 125cc. Lads, it's over to you.
As much as you could afford.
Shorts and flip-flops. Squid it.
What do you need? No, you need sensible answers. The must-have gear that you have to get: gloves.
Can ladies wear a mankini or not?
You have to have a pair of Keith's underpants as well.
Keith's
cotton pants. Anywhere with them.
Just Tosh's socks.
You can put your power. You can put all your gear you need in his pants.
That's right, a pair of crusty socks.
So let's go along. Let's go along here. I mean, Tosh. What we got from Tosh? What would you entrust Emma with as far as gear is concerned on her first ride?
A camel toe protector.
It's got to be CE approved though.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe I just said that.
I can't.
Jay.
I don't need the rules on.
Is that one of the carbon fibre ones then, or what?
You only need that with very tight leather.
Shit. Okay, Andy, I think it's something to do with colostomy. Possibly, I might be wrong.
No, she won't need a colostomy bag.
No.
The only thing I would say to her, being seriously, is the best gear she can afford.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And as much as you can afford, would become protective gear. Helmet, gloves, jacket, and trousers. Let's be honest with you, first things.
Yeah.
And I would say that, whatever gear you, just buy the best gear you can possibly afford, whatever your budget is, but buy the best you can afford, if your budget's only, say your budget for helmets, £100, just buy the best £100 helmet you can find, the best quality.
Yeah.
Unless you really hate life, if you really hate life, then, shorts and flip-flops, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Keith, I mean, you can get a hell of a lot of, motorcycle helmet for £100 nowadays. A hell of a lot.
Yeah.
Kev,
textiles.
Anything you recommend?
Just what the others have said. Go for the best quality gear that you can buy, as much as you can afford. Get as much as possible.
Yeah, I think we're all agreed on that one.
I think as far as the helmet's concerned, just make sure it stamps, British standards and so on.
Yeah. I would like to just say that I would concentrate, if you've got a budget, then apportion your budget to gloves and boots with ankle protection, and then worry, because it's the extremities that always hit the floor first, like your feet and your hands, and you can always get some strap-on knee pads if you're going to wear jeans or something like that, jeans. But yeah, I would focus on hands and feet, ankles. Personally, that's what I would go for first.
It's surprising, how many people you still see riding, motorcycles and scooters riding just normal shoes without any ankle protection whatsoever.
No.
Grinds me, that does.
I couldn't believe I remember the video where I borrowed my mate's Thunder Race, and I can't believe it. He still turns up when he's on this thing, right? And he's still wearing these little black tie-up plimsoll things. I said, Rob, man, what the hell do you think you're doing? And he said, I just haven't got a chance. I haven't got round to get myself a proper pair of boots. Well, actually,
no shit.
No, young Rob is actually after a high abuser now. Yeah.
Oh.
So.
I'll tell you what. You watch any crash videos, right? And I know I should not laugh, but whenever I see a crash video and the first thing I see come off is a trainer that comes off their foot as they're flying through the air, I do laugh. I think, why are you wearing trainers? They just don't stay on when you come off.
These days, they don't even fasten them up properly, do they? The laces first and slip them on.
Yeah, no, I think your feet and hands are really important,
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, take it from me, I'm really, really tight, but I always have a good leather.
Yeah.
An helmet that's passed the laws, as far as I'm concerned, that's what matters. An helmet that's passed the laws, gloves and boots, it's so important.
Yeah.
One of the first things I was taught, I remember my dad saying years ago, you're not getting on that bike without a good pair of boots on.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
I think also as well, it's not just the fact that you haven't got to spend a stupid amount of money on gear as long as you've got protective gear from top to bottom. You haven't got to spend a silly amount of money, but also it's all about looking after it as well, especially when it comes to helmets and visors. Because I know a lot of youngsters don't give a shit, and it's just visors scratched, helmets just dropped on the floors, and they're scratched and all this, that, and the other. I'm afraid with that sort of gear, it doesn't happen. You can't mess about with that sort of thing. And like with any other gear, just look after it, treat it with a little bit of respect, and that'll treat you better in return.
There's quite a bit of mid-range gear out there that's not going to cost you an absolute arm and a leg.
No.
It's good stuff,
Well,
there's some crap out there, but there's also some middle-of-the-range stuff that most people could afford if they're going to take up biking.
I'll tell you what, I'll be honest with you. I mean, let's be honest, if you're going to budget, say, for instance, £100 on a helmet, £120 on a jacket, about another £100 on trousers. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm just going on what my basis is. My boots, I wear laced steel cap boots. I always have done, always will do. I don't care what people think. I don't give a shit as long as I've got protection. Yeah, I like the boots, and they cost me 35 quid. Yeah, they last me for about 12 months. So within that sort of price range, for somebody who's starting out, I think that's fair enough. You know, and protective trousers, what did I say? 70, 80 pounds, you know, for a starting point.
You can get a jacket cheaper than that as well.
I bought a textile jacket from Busters, I think it was. No, M&P Direct. £89.99 was the January sale price. I waited until the end of the January sales and bought it for 40 quid.
Yeah.
Because it was last year's model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and they also sold, you know, we bought a pair of waterproof trousers with armour, thermal lining, everything like that for $39.99, I think. And you know, they're all marked up, you know, legal. I mean, I take an awful lot of chances. I've been riding a long while.
Yeah.
I trust myself, and I sort of read traffic well. It doesn't stop the arsehole. You know, no matter what you do to protect yourself, you cannot. You know, no matter how much, you know, even with all these 34 years of experience, you can't possibly just sort of come across and sort of say, well, I know I'm safe because I'm a good rider.
Yeah, no.
It don't work that way.
No,
You know?
no.
But as a new rider, without, you know, that's when your mistakes happen, because you're a little bit sort of, your mind's on other things. Am I doing this right? Am I doing that right? Oh, I didn't see him pull out on me.
Yeah, yeah.
What annoys me is when you watch these foreign videos and they have an accident, the first thing that happens is their helmet flies off because they haven't got it fastened.
Yeah, exactly.
What the hell's the point in having an helmet if you're not going to fasten it? I can't understand that.
But see, you know, I know exactly what you're saying. And yet, you know, we see there's still a lot of fans, you know, obviously in certain states in America where they don't have to wear helmets, and they refuse to wear them. And if they do have to wear them, or they do put them on, they hate them anyway. And you know,
Scott,
but I
if
don't.
you get onto a bike with no helmet on, you're a fucking idiot.
I'd say, yeah. Well, I've never had the chance. I've never tried it, mate. To be honest with you, I mean, the helmet came in about 72, 73, if I'm right. So
what Gav's just said there, I disagree in the result in one side of things, and that is that they've never had that law where they've had to wear an helmet.
Yeah, exactly.
It's common sense, isn't it?
It doesn't matter. It's common sense. It doesn't
It's
matter.
common sense to us because it's being thrust upon us.
Yeah.
What? Hang on.
Oh, no, hold on a minute. It's being thrust upon you. Wear an helmet. Safety. Wear an helmet. In America, totally different. Totally different.
Yeah, but it's common sense that if your head hits a tarmac at 70 miles an hour, it's going to kill you.
I couldn't agree more.
So I just don't see why anyone would not wear a helmet. I just can't.
I watched this video on YouTube, and this bloke come with his bike and his head smashed like a melon. Maybe I'll use a crash helmet, learning from that experience.
I think if you look into the American thing about crash helmets, a lot of to do with it is not about safety. It's about the government telling them what to do. You've got to remember, state rights is a big thing in America.
Yeah.
If the central government tell you to do something in your state, and your state says you don't have to do it, you will fight back at it because that's what they're like in America. And that's
See,
for
me,
that safety thing with them.
For me, that makes you even more of an idiot because not you personally, Andy, someone who does that.
No, I'm just trying to explain how they look at things.
Yeah,
if the central government says you've got to wear a crash helmet, and their state says you don't, then they're going to kick up and go bollocks to you because we don't take notice of you anyway.
I don't. When I said that, I don't. You know, as far as I'm concerned, they've got the right to ride without no helmet on, and if they want to do it, do it. As long as they know the risks and they don't give a shit about their life.
Yeah, I'm probably
That's a fair point.
I'm probably one of the only guys on here who lived at the time when you didn't have to wear a crash helmet. Because when I first started riding the bikes, we didn't have to wear a crash helmet.
You ain't that old.
I am that old.
No, you're not.
I am that old.
The thing is,
I started riding a motorbike in 1971, mate. So you know,
That's old.
That's old.
If it's any consolation, Andy, I was born in 1984, so.
Oh, there you go.
I class myself as quite old now, and I was born in 1972.
Of course.
I was only 3 years old.
I was Fucking, I was drinking Newcastle Brown by then.
Well, I was born in 1955, so there you go. But anyway,
There wasn't a 1955.
there was.
That doesn't exist.
Nah.
There wasn't even a planet then.
But if you look back at this and you think when they first brought in the law to wear seatbelts in cars, we were all dead against it.
Yeah.
We all said, no, we're not doing this, this is wrong, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And now we wouldn't dream of getting into a car without putting a seatbelt on.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
And when it first came out, we wouldn't wear them. We said no. And in the end, when people start getting prosecuted, we start buckling up.
Yeah.
And now you wouldn't think about it.
Yeah, but that's the same.
That's true, mate. Yeah.
It's like anything. When you're being told, you know, to do something after you've lived for so many years not having to do that. And I do remember what you're saying about the seatbelt. Nobody wanted to do it, did they? Nobody. You know,
You hated it.
You know, and
Wouldn't dream against it.
and I fully agree with what you're saying. Yeah, we all know the score with the helmets. We won't go over that one. I mean, it's people's own choice at the end of the day, and we all know the results if you don't wear one. So, you know, that's
Same with
fine.
drink and driving. When drink and driving first came out, I think it was Barbara Castle brought that out.
Yeah.
I can remember, you know, my uncles and whatever would go to the pub. They'd have loads of beer. We'd all get in the car and go home.
Yeah.
You didn't think nothing of it, but you wouldn't dream of doing that today.
No.
Because it'd be nuts.
Yeah.
You know, so
That's on the rise now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's on the rise, drink driving.
Really?
Yeah.
I tell you what, Andy, on that, my dad was a long distance lorry driver, and he wore Driver of the Year award. He went to collect his thing, got 5th as 9th, drove home, and then woke up the following morning and went, shit, how did we get home last night? And my mum said, you're great. And he was like, what? And he went in the garage, expecting to see the car put through the other side of the garage or something like that. And the car was parked better than it had ever been parked before.
Yeah. Just want to get back the Q&A quickly. Emma Shields, she says, I've already bought myself a pair of Alpine Stars Stella SMX6 boots, so that aspect is covered. I'll probably get Alpine Stars stuff because that's like the top you can get. Yeah, I mean, I've never had Alpine Stars gear myself, but it is good quality gear. I don't know if any of you lads have any Alpine Stars gear or...
No, never had any.
No, nor have I.
It is good stuff, but I've never got Alpine Stars. But
It's a bit pricey, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is pricey.
I
All I can
can't
say is, if you
afford
can
it.
afford Alpine Stars, then fine.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Possibly the entire discussion that's just been had about buying cheap gear was
Yeah, it's like, I'm buying the expensive shit.
Yeah, so really that's completely not a waste of fucking time, isn't it?
Yeah. Waste that question.
In fact, to be honest with you, I just admitted that our gear is cheaper than yours, so...
But the gear that we have is not the right.
What do you wear? Absolute shite, I tell you what. I don't even bother putting on a coat hanger. Right?
all I would add to the gear thing is I'd be very wary about buying anything off eBay.
Yeah,
Because there's a lot of Chinese stuff coming in.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you see I'm sure everybody here has seen the videos comparing Chinese to standard helmets.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
Where people are absolutely going mental on a proper helmet with a sledgehammer, and it's just bouncing the sledgehammer back. Yeah. And then they get a ball peen hammer and tap a Chinese one, and it goes through it like it's paper.
Either that or it breaks in two.
Yeah,
and they're very good, aren't they, at making copies, which says Alpine Star.
Yep.
Yeah.
It seems that they're very good at copying the gold sticker. They're very good at copying. I mean, one of the ones I saw was Rossi race replicas, which are normally about 900 quid or something.
Yeah.
And people were buying them off eBay for 100 quid.
Okay.
And not going, seems rather cheap.
Yes.
But you could basically stand on them and squash them.
Yeah, that's bad, isn't it?
If it's too good to be true, it usually is.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Kev.
Anytime, mate.
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether that was a compliment or not.
Lovers in the air, no Tosh is back, lovers in the air. Backroad Moto, just going to answer this one. What would you guys do with a project bike that is just not working out if you had a lake across the street? Well, I'm basically getting the idea that you just want to fucking push it.
Easy, that one's easy. That just build a ramp next to the lake. Make sure someone video records it, and then ride it to the ramp.
Yeah, either that or get 15 of your mates just to push you up the ramp and then just roll off the end of it. Yeah.
I'd just call Tosh.
No, I'm trying to suss out what bike it's on about. I think it's got.
How many adverts are on there? You know, on eBay and places like that with like unwanted projects and unfinished projects and things like that. Oh, yeah.
I see Bimble Boy Blue said he's answered him and said I'd set fire to the bike, then go for a nice relaxing swim.
That's probably what I do.
That's the whole point of a project bike. It really is. A project bike, you don't do it in 3 weeks, 3 months.
Yeah, but I'm sure people don't buy project bikes unless they live by a fucking lake, do they? You know,
that's the whole point. You learn about bikes, you learn about doing it. It's part of you. And when you finish the bike, that is you. That's your bike.
People are different these days. Yeah. When I was growing up, my dad was, you know, I mean, I wish my kids were like I am.
Yeah, so do I.
You know, when I was growing up, my dad bought me an old mini engine from scrapyard and sort of went, there you go, strip it down, we'll get all the stuff for you to do it up. And that's how I learned mechanics. You know.
And at the end of it, you had a fully functioning mini engine.
I did. I had a perfectly working mini engine, all totally done, and I sold it. For a good profit. But you know what I mean? It's the same thing. It's like people buy these projects and half the time they don't know what they're doing.
Thank you.
Rich, that wasn't good, mate. That was bad.
Sorry.
I apologise for that.
Sorry, Skeggy. 3 years later, he bought me a chassis.
You're brilliant, mate. Shit. I suppose we are. We're going to think about knocking this on the head live, I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have been up 48 fucking hours, and ain't they good? Well, I'll tell you what, it's been an absolute pleasure yet again. It's been fantastic. Some great characters on the panel. Thank you to everybody who put questions and bits and pieces in the Q&A. I'm Weggy. I'm going to say ta-da first. It's been an absolute pleasure, and we'll pass you over to the panel from left to right. Starting off with Andy, would you like to say good night to the folks? And then we'll just move slowly along.
Good night, everybody. Been brilliant.
Cheers, Andy. Tosh?
Well, I'd just like to thank my wife. I'd like to thank my dog, my grandmother, my grandfather, my sister Lorraine, my sister Davina, Sister Gloria. I'd like to thank the panel, and I'd like also to say what a wonderful day it's been, what a wonderful hangout. I've really enjoyed it. That actually reminds me of a story. Well, years ago, this certain thing.
The full socks.
Stiff socks.
Yeah. Right, Skeggy, mate.
First and foremost, thanks for inviting me, Wayne. Been a brilliant night.
Brilliant, mate.
And I'd just like to say goodbye to everybody, and a little word of advice. I'm taking it from little Andy there, little chap as he is. I'd just like to say, don't go poking any strange holes in the dark.
Isn't that half
It's not good for you.
Just a quick good night to Mark. I'll give you a ring, mate.
Tosh, it's been an absolute pleasure, mate. No, piss off.
I love you, Weggs.
Anyway, moving swiftly along to young Rich.
Hello.
Hello.
I've been on a hangout with the Gruesome Twosome, Weggy and Skeggy. I'm quite
Yeah.
quite pleased with that. I'd like to thank Sister Wendy for entertaining me in the early 90s. Cheers.
Oh, great stuff, Rich. Moving along to Mr. No Money for the rest of his life, Kev.
Oh, Mr. Mortgage.
Yeah. Bye.
That's not saying goodbye to the panel. That's saying goodbye to any remnant of life you have left.
So, yeah. Yeah.
All
Pretty
them,
much.
yeah, all them dreams.
I think the dream of the having 2 bikes again is going to be on the back burner for quite a few years. In fact, probably around about 29 years thinking about.
More like 40.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, won't be a ride-out video, it'll be a walk in the park, won't it?
He'll have a fucking zipper frame when he gets it.
Oh, great stuff. Anyway, moving along to Mr. Wyvern himself, Keith Boy.
Good night, everybody. Thanks so much, Weggy, for inviting me. It's been a laugh.
Yeah,
Hopefully, I'll be able to come along and take part in a few more of these because these have been absolutely fantastic. So, thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah, fantastic, Keith Boy. It's always a laugh, isn't it? I mean, you know, even if we just come out of the syphilis clinic, we still have a laugh, won't we? You know?
You promised not to say anything, Weggy.
Oh no, speaking of which, let's move on to Andy.
Cheers, mate. It's been a pleasure, mate. Absolutely enjoyed it. Sterling job as well, mate, as host. Really appreciate it. Loved it all, and it's great to be back.
That's good to see you back, mate. Well, I'll tell you what, it's been absolutely fantastic all round. Really enjoyed it yet again. I don't know who's going to do it next week because I'm on nights. So, well, I didn't expect it would be, to be honest with you. I like old Tosh, but I couldn't imagine him holding a hangout.
I can imagine him holding the spot.
Hanging out, probably.
I can't even hold me cock.
You've always got a stiff old sock over the spot.
Just bear visit the Q&A. Northern Vlogger, night all. See you later, mate.
See you later, mate.
I'm watching.
Take care.
Our old mate, Mr. Biz. You can fuck off for a start, Biz. I'll tell you what, it's a brilliant character. I love the guy. He's fantastic. Always comical. Produces probably about 14 videos a day, to be honest with you.
Guys, I've got to go, so I will see you all next week.
See you later, buddy. Good to see you.
Take care.
Catherine, Woman Wolf Rider, it's been an absolute pleasure. Night all. Goodbye. We'll see you soon. I wish you could have got on here, but you couldn't, so not to worry. See you later, Cat. Who we got here? Bimble Boy Blue. Take it easy, mate. Night all. See you later, mate. And Bex 88. What should we say? What a lovely young lady. See you later, Bex. Anybody else want to say anything before Bex goes?
No, Bex.
It's all gone a little bit Savile, hasn't it?
It does when you're my age.
Yeah. Right, lovely stuff. Like I say, lads, it's been an absolute pleasure. I've been enjoying holding the old hangouts for the last couple of weeks or whatever it was.
Who's doing it next week then?
Probably me. Nobody else. Yeah, I'm saying nobody else.
Well, like I say, the reason why
he's our hero.
Yeah, the reason why we've been doing this is obviously to cover Andy. Obviously, while he's been taking a bit of a hiatus and break, it's been enjoyable, and I'm quite prepared to do another one. Or whenever you're ready to come back, Andy, just let us know. If you're not ready in a couple of weeks, you've still got plans in preparation, whatever. Just give us a bell, mate, and we'll hold another one. All right.
Yeah, I'll probably start at some point in a couple of weeks' time with a Safety Sunday, but I'm just not sure about the Hangouts at the moment. Working on it.
Yeah, okay, mate. Yeah, no problem. Anyway, lads, been a pleasure. Good night, all.
Been awesome.
Bye.
Ta-da.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Till next time.